Well, we're live. It just started pouring here, guys. Pouring down rain. Let's see how well my Starlink works, huh? But it just started downpour. Anyway, my wife fixed dinner right as I was going live. And then, like normal wives, they yell at you, have to come eat. So here I am trying to eat real quick so I can entertain you guys on live. I invited James to come, so he should be joining soon. I really don't like to eat in front of people live on camera. Jay, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, we'll do a little chatting after we get done here. Been a busy day. Just kind of you got in at the very end of the birthday party, and my battery was going dead on my phone, so I had to shut off the live. Or if I hadn't shut it off when I did, I probably would have lost the live. You know, wouldn't have kept the live feed for me. But hello, welcome. I'm glad you could join in. We have 3 people in the room now. Please say hello, everybody, so we know who's here. It just started downpouring rain here, guys. Really raining hard right now. So I think my Wi-Fi should be okay. The other phone is on charge. I used my son's phone. This phone seems to have a better camera, better view, better everything. Like my son's little phone. It's very lightweight. I think it has a 256 gigabyte memory, bigger than the phone I have, the Oppo A96. So I really like Oppo. I like Android over Apple. I tried the Apple thing for many years and finally just got off it. Hello, Michael. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. You guys, please don't forget to hit the like button for us. And we appreciate all of you that have subscribed and come in. It's a blessing to have all of you. We're just going to wrap up dinner here in a minute. We can chat about whatever we want. We were at a birthday party in Masbate City today. That was about an hour and a half drive from where we live. And then after we left the party, I went and bought a new freezer and a new aircon, window type aircon inverter. We put it in the bedroom. So we've been really busy lately, but we wanted to spend some time this evening because our live got cut short today. At the birthday party, we were having a good time, and then my battery was going dead, and I had to shut everything down. But hi, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. Please come in, say hello. Let us know you're here. Hi, James. You said your music was rather loud. So your aircon did a nice job. Thank you. Yeah, that was a filthy aircon, let me tell you. That one was crazy dirty. And the funny thing is, everybody, every time they swear to me, oh, we just cleaned it 3 months ago. It just got cleaned 2 months ago. And we look at every one of their aircons, it looked like nobody's touched them for a year. Crazy, dirty, filthy. I mean, thick dirt on the filters. You know, it's crazy dirty. But anyway, we'll keep it up. Had some people asking me to make an aircon video, so we did. I hope they learned a little bit from it, and I hope they enjoyed the time they got to spend watching it. But funny as hell, James, what happened? That guy this morning, I don't even know his name. I know you sent me the link, but I listened to about 4 minutes of that guy ranting about the Master James, and that's what made me decide to make my short. On the way home, I stopped in Balud in the town. I was sitting there in the truck. I told my wife, I texted you even. I said, I'm going to make a video about you. I'm going to do a James, Superman. This guy's got James derangement syndrome. So I just wanted to come on here and post that out on YouTube and see what happens. I'm curious how many likes that one will get. Because my video about mac and cheese last night, mac and cheese is over 1,500 views already. I posted 2 of them. One got 1,500 views, 1,560 views. The other one's over 1,400 views. About a 5 or 6 minute quick short post about mac and cheese in the Philippines. People seem to love that crazy stuff. Anyway, yeah, a lot of fun. So anyway, James told me it's very loud at his house right now. They have Ray visiting as a guest. James, you're on here. Did you get your gumbo? I'm just curious. And what I'm having tonight is I'm having, I think it's sinigang boy head. Body? Oh, the body. Yeah, it seems like it, JJ. Wow. Unbelievable. Those little short posts I put in. Wow. But you know, I have 487 watch hours. So if it's a 8-second video and I 100 watches times 8, you know, 124 watch hours or whatever it ends up being. It's not a whole lot. I need to make my videos just a little bit longer, maybe 10 to 12, 15 minutes, and then post them up. Just the craziest stuff I can come up with. And people seem to like that. If you're a total lunatic, they seem to like that. James sent me a link this morning of a guy there on Panay Island who sits in his chair in front of his computer or his phone, whatever he's in front of, YouTube videos, and he's so jealous of James and the success that he's had and his travels, you know, around the Philippines using his mini Starlink and how it works and everything. And it just went, wow. Hello, James, welcome.
Quieting down tonight. We had a big party today. I saw you guys having a party too earlier.
Yeah, birthday party. Yeah. We had to drive all the way to the city for it. So while I was there, I went ahead and picked up a new freezer and picked up inverter aircon so I can try to cool things down.
It wasn't that hot. Well, not when we were there anyway. I mean, it might be hot now, but
it's not that hot now.
Yeah,
it's raining right now. It's raining now. So it's going to be cool again tonight. I was just discussing that video this morning. The guy that was talking with a Jane's derangement syndrome, you know?
He got on the live stream and sent us $100 worth of memberships tonight. So he
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. So.
Well, I hope that was his way of saying I apologize for being an idiot.
Yeah, well, definitely. You're not going to send your enemy. You're not going to send your enemy $100. I mean, that was pretty. You know, I'll accept that. If he just wants to make publicity, that's great. You know.
But what it will do is it will drive your views through the roof, because now everybody wants to know about Superman James.
He just made a short about us again. Him and his wife put up a short. Then he's got our live stream going, and he's doing him and his wife are doing the karaoke with our live stream going.
Wow.
He just posted that.
He loves you, James. He's so jealous of you.
Yeah, he's upset.
You've heard of the Trump derangement syndrome. This is the James Panay Island derangement syndrome.
You know what? It sounds crazy, but I think you might be right. That's the way I can explain it, man.
It's gonna go viral, James.
Yeah.
James, Superman at Panay Island. It's gonna go viral. You watch the views tonight. They're gonna be wow. You know the mac and cheese, the silly little mac and cheese? 1,564 views.
Your mac and cheese video?
Yeah. I made two little videos about mac and cheese. One is already at 1,564. The other one's over 1,400 views.
Great.
All I said was mac and cheese in the Philippines, and everybody went crazy on the video.
Yeah. You just don't know what's going to catch on. I could see Mac and Keith back in the Philippines catching on. I could see it.
It's happening.
Knowing how YouTube works.
I've got to do those crazy little shorts, to push the channel
Yeah.
harder.
Oh yeah.
And
I did shorts eating dried squid. That went I think it went maybe 30,000. And I got hundreds of subscribers. And then we did a short with the eating rambutan, eating a star apple, eating the mangosteen. Every one of those got many thousands of views.
nice. Well, we got all of that here. We don't have mangosteen, but we buy it at the store all the time.
Yeah.
Rambutan's in season now.
Yeah, we're eating them.
I bought again today. I bought more rambutan.
Yeah, they're good.
There you go. That's a rambutan.
Good ones in the market.
What does that rambutan remind you of?
COVID?
COVID?
I don't know.
It looks like a COVID drawing. Yeah, we got the red COVID here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Big COVID, mega COVID, yeah.
It looks like a giant COVID. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun today, guys. Today was crazy. How's Ray doing over there, James? Tell him to jump on here and say hi.
Ray was going to get on. He just got off his live feed and he's doing his messaging, so I think he's going to get on later.
Okay.
Yeah, he's busy. Ray Michael was wanting to say hi. In the middle of streaming today, the pigs escaped.
What's going on, Michael?
Hi, Ray. You could be over here on the beach, enjoying a fire on the beach with James and I.
Hey, I'll be over there soon.
Okay. You come over with James, okay?
I'm tempted to bring both my batteries with the one that we got over there by you and my other one.
Nice. Well, I got my spares over here too for you. Don't worry.
It makes a long boat ride profitable. You just get on the boat and just live stream the whole way as long as you got power.
Yeah. Wait. I'm on live, son. Anyway, you guys that are here, look who's here visiting. Hello, Judith.
Hello, Judith.
Charm is busy, guys. She's into the books and the money now.
Hello, Charm.
But we can't bother her tonight.
Okay.
Charm's doing money tonight, so we can't bother her. She's going through her basket of money. And, Filipinos and money. You turn them loose with money, and she's got to do all her paperwork. So that's what she's doing tonight. She's doing all the paperwork up.
Very serious.
Very, very serious. This one. Yeah. This is not like the other guy we discussed. What's that crazy kid that was over in Zamboanga doing the 5'6"? Eastman. Yeah, what an idiot. He didn't know what he was doing, what he was getting into. He was just a total idiot,
He didn't have any clue what he was doing.
Yeah. I don't think they ever found his body. But, who knows? Maybe it's at the bottom of the ocean. Your music's going on, huh? It's okay, James. If they say anything, I'll just block it. I'll just block the section of music. They're allowing me to do that.
Yeah,
They're not hitting me.
I'm gonna mute it so you don't get demonetized, so your hours count. So,
but I'm not monetized yet. They just sent me a warning
I'm not sure
now.
whether it counts or not, but 3 seconds is the limit.
Yeah, true. I don't have any strikes so far. Lucky. I'm 0 strikes still. But, I want to go live tomorrow night. We're going to do the Micah's birthday party with karaoke with the ladies here and have a good time.
Yep. That's the best way to gain subscribers, I've seen.
We're going to try. The birthday party got me like 2 or 3. After that, I had went from 95 to 98. So I got 3 more subscribers. I'm about to top that 300 mark. Once I go over 300, I think it'll take off again, So. No audio, James. Can't hear you.
On the next trip, I think you're ready to go. You're ready to go. On the next trip, you'll definitely go over 500. Hopefully, maybe over 1,000 if we do good.
Yeah, that's my plan. I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll do good. I went by the ranches today. I didn't see any cattle out in the fields today. So they either pushed them farther back over the mountain or they took them all to market. I don't know yet. But, the
I
best way to
hope
do
we
it,
can get our hands on, Michael, I hope we can get our hands on some horses. I'm ready to go ride for miles and miles.
I don't know that we can because people are pretty picky about their horses.
Yeah, I know. I've had plenty of horses, and I'm awful picky about them too. But see if we can. I'm willing to pay for it to rent the horse. Find somebody that's got one that won't go crazy. That's broken, and yeah, maybe two. Get one for me and Karen, and we'll go make some great content that way.
Okay. All right. Well, we try. We got
Or
Miko
maybe
is
one that
here.
will take one that will let me, even just one that would let me, a strong one that would let me and Karen ride double, and we can go make a few miles worth of vlog and check the countryside out that way.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll talk to Miko. You saw his pony there, his horse. Maybe he's got another one for one of the other guys local here has another one. I'll see if he can get us a couple of horses and how much it's going to cost to rent them and for how long.
Yep.
I'll find out.
A day or two.
Yeah, I'll find out.
One day with maybe an option to do another day.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't have any chats coming from anybody. Again, I got JJ said COVID fruit. After that, you said hi, and that's it. Nobody's talking.
I don't see anybody either.
There's 7 people watching, 2 likes out of 7, and nobody's subscribing or chatting, saying hi or anything. I guess that's pretty normal, though. Maybe they're shy. Come on, guys,
well,
say
you
hi.
got 7 people, so maybe they've got it on and they're doing something else for now. That can happen with 7. I'll share the stream. Maybe I can get more to come in.
Okay, we've got 8 now. If you guys are in here, everyone, please say hi. Just pop in and say hi on the channel. Tell us hi, and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. If you like what we're chatting about. We're gonna make some good content. We're gonna try to set up a horseback riding here in Masbate when James comes over, and we're gonna try to definitely check out some ranches here. There are a lot of ranches, and I think we can get the drones up in the air. Might be the easiest way.
Excellent. Yeah. Get the
we
drones
can just
up.
do it from the roadway and fly up over the ranch. I mean, what are the ranchers going to say? They're going to follow the drone or try to shoot it down? Probably not.
No.
We don't have to get low to the ground to where they're at. We just get it up in the air. And
you go up 120 meters, those drones you can't hit those anyway.
Exactly. So we could just fly them up over the ranches and check out the cattle and the horses and the carabao and see what they got going on, Maybe we'll go across where they're have their milk cows and stuff, their milk farm, and we can, see what's going on, how they do it here and everything.
Yep. I can't wait to get my hands on a horse. I haven't ridden on a horse since I came here, so that's like 14 months I've not been on a horse.
Okay, well, okay, thank you, Michael. You like the fishing and the solar, and you do HVAC for a living, so I've had enough of that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we've just been doing a bunch of HVAC lately, last 3 days. Hey, Ray, thanks for coming in and joining us.
Oh yeah, I need to get connected on my account.
Nice.
Give you some watch hours. Hold on.
Yeah, this is Ray you're from Iloilo, right, Ray?
No. I live in Tagaytay. I'm visiting down here.
Oh, Tagaytay. I went up to Tagaytay last Father's Day. We rode big bikes up to the top of the mountain, and then came back down and then had lunch at a friend of ours' place there. His name is Edgar. His name is Edgar Zarate, and he's got a place. He's building a little resort up there. So we had lunch at his place.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like the Tagaytay area, but coming down off that mountain, even going up the mountain on a holiday weekend.
Yeah, it's like curvy.
And the traffic is horrendous. It's like, who wants to go up there?
Well, it depends when you go. Like during the week, it's not bad.
Yeah.
On the weekend, it's bad.
Okay. Ray Catlin says, add your location in the title. It's less confusion. Yeah, I'm in Masbate Island, guys, over in Balud area. on the Asid seaside in a little village, fishing village, remote fishing village. The road to our home has been washed out by about 6 rivers. So the only way in and out of where I live is by motorcycle. The biggest vehicle we can bring here to the village is a chariot, a Rusi chariot, 3-wheel chariot. And I actually used it today to bring a freezer and an air con here to my house, a brand new freezer and an air con. And for those of you coming to the Philippines, I highly recommend you look at the Rusi chariot. For 120,000, that vehicle is a workhorse, guys. It is an awesome vehicle. Easy to repair. Everything about it is just simple, and it is a workhorse, especially in the mountains, you know. Even in
Yeah,
Tagaytay,
yeah,
I'm sure they got them.
yeah, yeah. If I ever get to the point where, I want to do, like more like homesteading, like I would definitely look at like the Russo. But like I'm in a condo, I can leave it. I got security there. Like I could just take off and go, and for a while, that's the kind of life I want to live. I just want to just take off and go, and when I get back, I get back.
Some people have that good lifestyle, you know. Other we have kids. Like, this is my wife right here, Ray. If you haven't met her yet, this is Charm. Oh, my camera must be messed up, dirty.
No, no, yeah.
Let me clean my camera lens, guys. Something's got to be wrong here. I just looked at it. It
Oh,
wasn't
there we
even
go.
clear. There we go.
So
Much nicer.
beautiful. Ganda ganda mo, Charm.
Your audio's
You're
cutting
not
out,
listening to
Ray.
me. I said ganda ganda mo.
No
Can you
audio.
hear me?
Barely.
Oh wow.
Tell
I don't
James.
know. I'm on James's phone. Maybe
Not
James can
mine. My
figure it
audio's
out.
all the way up.
Let me see
Ah,
if James can figure
no,
it
I
out.
got it, Ray. I
Oh,
hit,
okay.
hit
You
the
got me.
I hit the volume button down when I was moving the camera around.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, this
I
is
was
my
like,
lovely
I'm
wife,
definitely
Charm.
ganda ganda mo, Charm.
Hi, good evening. I'm busy, bro.
She's busy, bro. She says I'm
Yeah,
busy.
yeah, Michael. It's amazing how much we've got in common. Both Navy guys, both HVAC guys.
Yeah,
If only if you were from Louisiana.
I am from Louisiana. I
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
was I moved to Louisiana when I was 9 years old and lived in New Orleans for 2 years and Laplace,
Yeah, okay.
Louisiana. I lived in
Yeah,
Laplace
I
for five
remember that
years.
now.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got Louisiana, Navy, and
yeah.
HVAC in common.
There you go. A lot in common.
That's yeah. I mean,
It's more than
it's
most.
we're like everybody should recognize Michael. We're the cool kids.
There you go. And we grew up, we're already in the 60s. We're 60 something years old. So we grew up in the best time the whole world was at, and the United States was at. We went through all the good times, you know?
Yeah. See, I just made it. I just made it because I was born in '69.
Okay. But you know what?
But
You still drank water out of the water hose. I guarantee it.
yeah, absolutely. And like when we were a kid, like there was no such thing as a bicycle helmet. Like we
That's right.
literally tried to crack our skulls. We made some rickety ass ramps out of some plywood and two by
Exactly.
fours. We literally tried to open, and we
We
turned
used
out
to,
okay. Well,
yeah,
for the most part, we turned out okay.
we used to take the red wagon that had broken wheels on one side, and we'd set that up
Yeah,
and put the plywood on it and see how far we could jump with our 20-inch bicycles, you know?
yeah, yeah.
where,
Like
where in
that's the problem.
Louisiana?
I'm from northwestern Louisiana, like Shreveport.
Okay, I've been through Shreveport before. I bought a Mustang
Yeah,
over in
so,
Shreveport one time, a 67 Mustang, and drove it over to South
that's nice.
Carolina. Yeah, I drove
A
it
fastback or just
Charleston. No, standard, the square
Okay.
back. Yeah. Little, it had a 289 engine in it, 3-speed
Okay.
transmission, 289. It was a good vehicle though. Lasted me many, many years. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, Louisiana was my stomping ground. All the fishing and hunting, and we used to hunt robins in Louisiana. How many people know about hunting robins with pellet guns?
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I used to go fishing twice a year when the reds and the speckled trout were running. Like they would run from the brackish water into the surf.
Right.
I don't know if that was spawning season, but I used to go down to Grand Isle, Louisiana,
Good
and
fishing.
do surf fishing.
Nice.
Like every year, like twice a year. I go in October and in the spring. I can't remember when in the spring I used to go, but we used to go down there twice a year to catch like speckled trout. It's so fun because it was like brim fishing, except for like a 7-pound fish.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
just
you did
throw
a
like,
lot of crawdad, right?
oh yeah, I mean, I love crawfish. I cooked. Did he tell you I cooked some gumbo today?
I know you were going to make it. You were looking for the recipe in Calibo yesterday.
Oh
You
no,
found everything?
I was getting ingredients, but yeah, no, I made gumbo. Um, like it took me all day, but that's how gumbo goes.
Yeah. You know what I miss? I miss andouille sausage. There ain't none
Yeah,
here.
I've watched like I if I ever get a place where I'm not like in a condo, I want to have a smokehouse. I've watched so many hours of video on
Right.
making sausage.
Nice.
Like I get ingredients for andouille. Me and
Wow.
a buddy of mine made some boudin.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
like he's from Louisiana too, but we made some
Michael
boudin.
Apostle here, you read his message. He says, I live in New Orleans for 27 years. Wow.
Oh,
I'm back
awesome.
home to Jacksonville, Florida after Katrina hit. So he's over in Jacksonville now.
Okay,
My
right now it's
relatives,
fishing time, September to October. Yeah, that's when I
yeah.
would always go.
My
Yeah, I would
sister's in
go surf
Slidell
fishing.
right now. My sister
Okay,
lives in Slidell. My brother's in Lake Pontchartrain right now. The rest of my
yeah,
family's up in Mississippi.
yeah, I'm very familiar with the Pontchartrain Bridge over from Slidell to the West Bank.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
When I lived in New Orleans, I lived in Algiers. We were watching the Superdome being built. That's back
right,
in the
right.
time that was 69 to 71 when they were building the
Uh-huh.
Superdome. I was there. Watched
Yeah,
that
they
big gold dome put on there.
wait, when did they start their franchise? I think it was 67, the Saints.
Yep.
And then they built the Superdome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love the Saints. You got the Saints hat on your head. I see that.
Oh, look, Michael.
Oh, yeah. You're a
I'm
dedicated Saints fan. Awesome.
I'm yeah, I'm die hard. I'm
There
die
you go.
hard.
Even when they were doing
I've
crappie, you were with them. I know. We went through the
yeah,
up and down years.
yeah, I definitely wore a bag for a while.
Yeah. When I get to California, I was a Chargers fan, right? I lived in California I was there from 83 until I left to come here in 2011. So I was always, Chargers, good or bad, I was always there for them, because that was where I
Yeah,
lived. And I always had my eye on the Saints as well, because that's where I was from. So, I love both teams. But I went up to good times and bad times with the Chargers too. But after they started that BLM, I quit
uh-huh.
watching football. I just quit watching it. When the players started taking a knee for our national anthem,
Yeah,
I just said, never mind football. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to watch one more game. Let them just play however they want. I live in the Philippines and I'm not going to watch them on YouTube. Never
yeah,
another game.
no, I agree with you. The whole Colin Kaepernick thing, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand their agenda and I understand like where they're coming from. Yes, black people have been oppressed and there's a systemic issues, racism and all that, but there's a right way to protest. And if you're offending another group of people with your protest,
It's not the right way. That's the bad way.
exactly, like, like like you're a veteran, I'm a veteran, like, the flag, I understand their point is, the flag isn't protecting them, but hey, that's not our fault. And we shouldn't have to watch someone disrespect the country that we fought for and that,
Exactly.
that we volunteered. Like, we were both like nobody made us join the military.
That's right.
We chose to serve our country, and
We chose to protect the USA and to protect the rights of those who weren't in the military.
so
And we did a damn fine job.
yeah, I don't demand respect. Like I don't know about you, but like I always used to get offended, not offended, but on Memorial Day. Like Memorial Day is for the men and women that died protecting our country.
That's right.
Like I'm a veteran. Like you can, like I'll stand up and be recognized on Veterans Day, but
Right.
Memorial Day, that's a whole nother thing. And
We're not
like
dead.
those guys, deserve extra recognition.
That's right. And we're proud of those guys. Nothing we can do to bring them
Absolutely.
back, but we're absolutely proud of them. Michael Apostle says, I won't let the knuckleheads ruin my foot record and bypass. Good, Michael.
I won't let that. Go ahead.
Talking about the idiots who like to run their mouths, but they're not the ones out there doing everything we're doing to make the world a better place to live in,
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. And not to get too political, but like I've always had the belief that like everybody should serve their like Israel does. Like everybody
Right.
serves 2 years. I think like it would give people a better appreciation for like you
You guys
like
wondering what I'm eating right now? They brought home Bad Boy from the birthday party, right? And then here's the serving right here. They bought the Bad Boy skin and everything in it, the Leishon.
Oh yeah.
Then they gave me the Leishon with the rice. And so I'm just trying to finish up my meal here because my housekeeper's waiting on the plate so she can finish dishes.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
love
trying to hurry
myself.
up and finish up eating here, and we'll just really get into some heavy chat. What's James doing right now, anyway?
I'm gonna bring the phone back because I just saw that he was down to like 10% battery, so he might need to plug in. Let me find him. Let me find James.
What did you think about the James derangement syndrome guy this morning?
I might have missed to that. You're down to 10%, so you probably need to plug in.
Yeah.
James should put a link on here for that guy this morning if you want to give him some more views. Or never
Which
mind
one?
it. The James syndrome guy.
You want me to put a link on from that crazy podcast he did?
If you want to get more views. The guy's crazy, huh? Wow.
It was funny. The things I was talking about when he happened to hold it up, trying to make this like a case that I was a countryman and everything. And then he holds the phone up, and I'm talking about the interest rates, the exchange rate, and how the dollar compared to the peso, the future outlook of the dollar peso. And then and he's trying to say I'm just an ignorant country bumpkin, which I thought that was hilarious. But yeah,
I like the one where he said you have feathers growing out of your arms and you're flying from island to island. fixing people's Starlink. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. He also said that I was a Poindexter Leave It to Beaver character, and I'm not sure what a Poindexter Leave It to Beaver character is. Do you know what that means?
I
What the
have no
heck is a
idea.
Poindexter? What
I
is a
have no idea what
Poindexter?
that.
I called. I mean, are we talking about the guy from Iran Contra? Poindexter? I mean, that's all I can think of.
That one, Deanna, that's my hat.
A
You gotta
Poindexter
share.
type character?
That one.
I hate to share what the guy said because I don't want to give him any more likes. You know, the guy's a complete
it was
idiot.
crazy. That was wild crazy. I can't even believe that. I tried to get my sister to watch that because I know she'll be rolling around on the floor if she hears him call me a Poindexter.
I've never heard anyone.
character.
I've never in my life heard anyone rant and rave about another YouTuber like this guy. He went off the wall, playing his music, the rock and roll music before he started. And then he flops down in his easy chair, and you look at his room. I guess that's where he lives, and that's where he hangs out and does all this YouTube from.
He's living in Manila.
Maybe that's why he was jealous of you, James, because you're getting to travel the Philippines and he's sitting in that armchair, you know, all day long.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it. And also, he's saying that the province life is terrible. He doesn't want to live in the province, and he loves the city. And he's singing the Green Acres song theme about me, and
Right. I know. I was in the city today. I mean, it's an hour and a half drive. You just jump in the truck and go. I don't think the guy even owns a vehicle. Probably, he probably.
he owns vehicles. He does only own several vehicles. He's very wealthy. He says in that live stream, trust fund from his inheritance.
Ah.
That's sharing me, you know. If all he did was inherit money. That's his claim to fame. Okay.
Okay. JJ
So
says it's so
he said on the live
stupid. The
stream
foreign
that all of his
bloggers.
income is derived from his inheritance.
Yeah, JJ has it right. It's so stupid. The foreigner bloggers hate on each other in the Philippines. When your channel grows, they don't like it. It's so childish.
Yeah. I mean, he sent us $100 worth of memberships tonight, and partly he is very funny, but some of that came off as a little bitter. I mean, the part where he started attacking me over the age gap, that was uncalled for. Karen is
After 4 minutes,
way over
I gave up watching it. I couldn't watch anymore. 4 minutes of that.
It was
And
funny.
it was
He was
like-
funny up until a point, and then it wasn't funny. Because when he attacked me over the age gap, that was funny.
That's why I made my short video there about because he has the James syndrome, you know. And so I said, let me just post a short about this guy.
Look, there's a thing with some people. They follow the rules. They hire consultants. They follow conventional wisdom. And then when somebody that doesn't follow conventional wisdom, that does it their own way, succeeds, they get really mad because they followed the conventional wisdom. They paid the money. They did what people told them, and the consultants were all wrong. And here's a guy that just totally comes out of nowhere and just does it his own way and succeeds, and that makes them mad.
Exactly. You know? Well, JJ says, let the sun shine for everyone. There's enough sunlight for everyone on YouTube.
There is. Billions of people with access to YouTube.
We should all be on here supporting each other and having a great life because there's no reason for any animosity or jealousy. We all do different things in our lives, and we're here to share it with other people, you know?
If he just removed a couple of things, I mean, I watched it. I watched the whole thing last night late. I stayed up late watching it. And Karen says, like, why are you watching that? And then she started watching it. And parts of it were so funny, I nearly choked to death laughing. And then the other parts just made me mad. So he does have talent, a little bit of talent as a comedian, but
is that the reason Karen was commenting about you having an attitude this morning? Because of that guy?
Maybe, yeah.
You know what, James? I let it go right in here and go right out here. No, it don't stick inside, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Don't let those things bother you, man. Just let life just roll. It's easy.
Well, it's like I want to see the guy succeed. I never had any ill will towards him succeeding, or he's supposedly got 25,500 subscribers. That's a lot more than me. It's like, why are you picking on me? You want to trade places with me, man? So
He's
I don't
upset
know.
because you're growing. You're a growing channel, and that's why he's going off on you. And next, he'll go off on me. You watch. He'll be watching our live feed. He won't come in here. He won't say hi. He won't do nothing, but he'll be in our room. And next thing you know, he's going to talk about both of us on his next feed.
Oh yeah.
Just because
Will for sure.
it will give him some more content. It's sad he can't go out and generate some content. Do something. Get out of that armchair, go outside and visit some people, some folks. Show how people live where he lives, even in the city, wherever he lives. Let him understand about the culture and the people.
Yeah, there's
That's all
a
we're
lot of
doing.
material there. All he's got to do is go out and find it, and stop listening to consultants and other people like that. Maybe listen to people in the chat, see what interests them, and follow that. Just go out and make video and see what pops.
Right, exactly. I see you got that 3-day beard going now, James.
Yeah, I got
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah,
Ain't it about time to shave that thing off?
Yeah, it's time to shave. Karen, the girls definitely don't like it.
I know. I only grow mine that one time of the month, and then I shave it off, keep it shaved.
Yeah,
I think it's about time for you to shave yours.
Karen unequivocally lets me know.
Okay, guys, let's open up a new topic. What do you guys want to chat about today?
I'm eager to go there because we kind of had a breakthrough. We got more subscribers in as short time as we've ever had. And
well, James,
I learned a lot there.
We looked at the land today. We looked as we were driving past in the chariot, and all the way up to the roadway, where we looked at the land, it looked like it was dry. It is flooded, about a foot deep of water right now. So
that's a problem. That's a big problem in the United States because they got wetlands designations and land use regulations and environmental. In the Philippines, I wonder if it's legal. Can you just build the house up? Can you like fill it in and build your building site or put it on stilts or? Because if you can do that,
pay trucks.
it increases the cost.
The trucks will bring in the dirt for you. It runs. How much is the dirt, Hud, for the trucks? Truckload. 5,000 per truckload, James. Rock gravel, dirt together mixed. It's 5,000 per truckload. That's probably going to take you 40 truckloads. 40 truckloads, maybe. To level up a nice area.
That's what they wanted to put into our house. No, they were saying 8. We got 180 square meters here. We are about a meter above grade here. The floor. Our floor is a meter above the grade. So we don't have any worries in heavy rain about rain rolling in the house or anything, any flooding. And we filled it with, they wanted to put 80 truckloads, they were estimating, of sand to fill it in. And nobody else did that. And then I and Karen went to her cousin and said, hey, can we dig into the hill there and get the clay and fill it with, and she said, yeah. And we filled our foundation with clay. There's no problem. We used the diesel compactor. The wrong guy captain let us use for free. So it worked out great.
JJ says foreigners complain about cheese mess, but they're damn good doing it themselves.
JJ, did you watch that video?
JJ.
I mean, he sent us $100, so I'll send you over to his channel. Watch the video where Frank did the live from 2 days ago, where he's got my name in the title, for God's sake.
I know.
And he spent at least an hour and a half talking about meat.
I know.
Which is crazy. Crazy.
Michael says, I have watched the video regarding the flooding. I'm wondering what to plan for. Will be at least 2+ years before I retire in Thai Batangas.
I love Frank. Like I wish Frank would come troll my channel.
Yeah, I mean, for $100 a troll.
That's why I told James you're gonna
just $100, man.
Give me those trolls every day.
There you go. James, you send him a link to my channel for me.
I'll send them one.
Come watch our live together.
I showed you. He literally made tonight within a couple hours another a short about us.
Both of us? Oh, cool.
About
so
me.
he knows about me already.
The me and Karen and the karaoke. He had it playing the karaoke on his short video, and him and his wife were like imitating us singing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, you know what?
JJ, Frank and Phil. Frank did about an hour and a half of his 2-hour live stream talking about little old me, which is crazy. But then he came on the live stream tonight. I guess maybe he thinks, and he sent us $100. He bought 50 memberships, which is going to send us $100, which is crazy.
Nice.
So, I mean, totally worth it, man. If he wants to talk about me, go ahead.
Hello, 1 star is in the 1 star in the house now. Says hi, Michael and James.
1 star flag. Hello, 1 star flag.
Yeah, JJ, I'll send you over the link on the WhatsApp. I'll send you the same link that James shared to me on Messenger. I'll click on it and block it and send it on over to you.
Yeah, he's been making shorts, and he did most of a live stream, majority of live stream about us. And
Wow.
he sung "It's My Party" and "I'll Cry If I Want To," and then he sang the Green Acres theme a couple times in relation to me. And then I mean, it was just surreal.
You guys, I introduced a couple of new single ladies today on my live feed in Masbate at the birthday party. One is a school teacher, and the other one, if you guys watched it, one's a school teacher, and the other one is a single mother, 1 child. She's a graduate of, what do you call that? Flight attendant school in Cebu. She's a graduate of flight attendant school in Cebu. And she's a beautiful lady, single, 26. How old? 26? Yeah, 26 years old and an 8-month-old baby. But her boyfriend, as soon as she got pregnant, gone.
I did, Michael. I once put into Grok several parameters to see what country in the world had the most eligible single women, and the Philippines was number one. Philippines was number one. It has the most. Whatever your criteria are, it doesn't really matter what your criteria are. If you're talking about unmarried women, between 18 and 40, the Philippines is number one. And if you want to type in the criteria even more, Philippines still comes out on top.
Yeah, what JJ says, that's how he's going to build his channel more, James. You talk about it. Now, everyone that's in our chat wants to run over and see the guy.
Yeah.
And listen to his James. And that's going to grow his views and make him a lot more money.
Look, most of what he said was funny, but the part that I did not like is he's being judgmental about the age gap. And he's only doing that because he's jealous. He doesn't really think that because he doesn't treat other people that way. He's friends with other people that have the same age gap or more, and he doesn't say nothing. He's just saying that out of bitterness. But that's the part I don't like. The other stuff is kind of funny. I mean, that was funny. The Green Acres thing and the I mean, he had me and Karen laughing like crazy, but I just didn't.
What is your age gap, James?
The age gap is 20 years.
Mine's bigger than that. Hell, I'm 65. I'm 65.
Yeah,
my wife is only 42. Is
bigger. Neil's is bigger. Gino's is bigger. Gino, and he knows he's friends with Gino, and he has nothing but praise for Gino. But for some reason it's wrong for me and Karen. And that tells me he is a little bit bitter. But maybe he has examined himself and realizes that he's crossed the line a little bit, and maybe he'll tone it down. I think the Green Acres thing and the rest of it was just freaking funny. I don't mind that. That's all right.
What's his name, James? Frank? Is that his name?
Frank Wagner. And his wife is Phil.
Frank Wagner, 1 star, was picking on James and Karen and making jokes, talking nasty about him, talking about James. James's method and modes of his operation, how to build his page up, his channel, where he's going to different islands, adventuring with Karen. And the guy's just a jealous guy. Obviously, he even said he was jealous of
He said
James
it
at
in
one
live stream. He
point.
said he's jealous.
But he sent James $100 today because
he
he
did.
knows he's gonna get $100 back easily from all the people coming because we're talking about him now. They're gonna say, "Hey, I want to go see this clown," you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he'll get his money back, no problem. But
He will, yeah.
that's what it was. And I listened to 4 minutes of what the guy said, and if you watch
gets
my
better.
short, I did today, which is only like 5 seconds long, but funny as hell because it repeated exactly what this guy was saying about James being the Superman, and I didn't say the one about.
He titled his live at first, James is awesome. And then he went back and changed it later to James needs intervention or something like that.
Yeah, some weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This, I don't know this guy. I've never met him. I never even watched his vlog until today. And the first 4 minutes of watching it, honestly, guys, the guy's house, you look at the guy's house, you look at my house, I have 3 kids, okay? My house can be a mess, and the housekeeper works her butt off, but it stays clean. You don't see a laundry basket full of dirty laundry right behind me.
Yeah.
You don't see my towel that I just finished taking a shower draped over another location behind my head. And you look at the guy's house, it's what a mess. I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative about the guy. I don't know him. I don't know his wife, but I'll tell you, his house is disgustingly a mess. And then he plopped down in his easy chair, and I was like, after he played his funky rock and roll music, and he flopped down and started cutting down on James, I went, "What the hell?"
That was
I
my
had enough
response.
of this
What
crap
the hell
already.
is this?
I
That
told
was
my wife, I
response.
said, "You got to see this." I turned the camera so my wife could see it, and she watched like 30 seconds of it. We just turned it off.
Yeah.
It
got worse. It got worse. It got way worse than that. It got way worse.
We don't need to watch that.
He was really melting down.
Yeah, like James and I. Remember the guy I told you he was on here. I don't know if you guys watched this guy's vlog about 3 girls. He had 3 dates with Filipino girls, right? Talking about number 1, what he did, number 2, what he did. Next thing you know, he's making like a story, like it's a third person story, and all of a sudden it's a first person story. And it's him. And it's like, this guy's disgusting. And he's posting this on YouTube, what he's doing to these Filipino women, and really verbally nasty talk. And I said, that's enough of that guy. I'm done. I'll never watch that guy again,
Yep.
What's he called? The regular guy?
Yes, and he was on the regular guy. A lot of people I know idolize him, and he was on Frank's live stream talking about me.
Oh, jeez. So they're
He was
buddies.
on there in the chat, and Frank was reading it, and he's Scotty Boy. His nickname is Scotty Boy. He's a regular
Scotty
guy.
Boy.
And I think he went back to Canada because they were going to revoke his tourist visa. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure, but there's been a lot of chatter, rumors about his tourist visa is going to be revoked because of the kind of content he's making. I don't know if that's true or not, but there are rumors out there.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame him. If I'm immigration and I watched what that guy was saying, when he came for renewal, I would say, sorry, get out. You're done.
And I'm a bit, like Frank said, I'm a bit of a crew cut. What do you call me? Poindexter Square or Poindexter, leave it to Beaver? I'm a Poindexter, leave it to Beaver, according to Frank. So maybe I'm a little bit too square. I don't know, but maybe too judgmental. But yeah, I mean, to me, that makes me mad the way he talks about the girls, degrades them.
I would let it go right by you,
I don't do that
Jay.
in my vlog. I don't do that in my vlog. Never, ever.
Let it just go right up here and go right over your head. Let it be gone. Don't worry about the guy. If he's sending you money, more power. But the more we promote the guy, the worse it's going to be. That's why let's figure out something new. What else you guys been doing? I didn't get to see the shed house today. But I'll tell you what I'm doing tomorrow. We're taking the boat. I was supposed to go clean an aircon tomorrow. I got a 2.5 horsepower as my motorcycle mechanic. I went and did a video at his house to see what I had to do. And it's a mess. Boy, his aircon's filthy. Completely covered in dirt, the outside condenser unit. So it's going to be fun cleaning it. They haven't cleaned it in maybe 2 years. But they called me and he asked me last night, you clean aircon still? I go, yeah. I said, what do you got? He said, I have a 2.5 horsepower. I said, okay. I know your place. I'll give you a deal. I'll give it to you for 1,000. I'm going to go do his aircon for 1,000. And hopefully I can train him to start cleaning on a regular basis, keep his electric bill down. But the resort I just did, James, I posted their HVAC video. We did a 2-ton unit. Then we showed the owner's wife was there watching, and 2 of the units were iced up for 2 of the rooms. Then the suction line was completely like an ice cube around the suction line. So I went inside, I opened up the evaporator, and I pulled the 2 filters out to show her how clogged they were. Okay. Then I showed her how to just go in the CR over the toilet and spray them with the bidet and then dry them with a towel. And she was helping me dry the filters herself to see, it's just so easy. I showed her how to do it. And then we walked back out and I said, ma'am, come here. Look at your unit now. There's no ice. The ice is gone. Now your unit is running normal again. And she, oh, that's very nice. Can you go ahead and clean it? It looks very dirty to me too. I said, no, let me schedule you because it was already 1:30 in the afternoon. I've been there all day and I was ready to go, And so I went home and I didn't get paid yet. She owes me 2.5. I'll get paid tomorrow or whenever. I don't care. They'll pay me. But I managed to lock in number 4 resort now. That's the 4th resort that I will be their exclusive HVAC cleaner and repair guy. So that was a good catch right there yesterday. So I've got Rafaela and Save the Tent Tree that we made videos about. I've got Palani Beach Resort, and now I have the Trios Resort. So I got about maybe 10 more to go, and I'll capture them all. That's my goal, is to capture them all. Then I'm going to open a small HVAC shop.
Dang good business, Michael. Really good business in the Philippines.
I'm going to hire guys. I don't want to be doing it. I'm 65. Climbing up and down the ladder, you do it a few times, your back starts hurting.
You climb up and down that ladder pretty dang fast. I had trouble keeping up with you.
Yeah, but at my age, you don't want to keep doing it. A few times.
Are you really 20 years older than me? That's crazy.
I'm 65, James.
My Lord, you're 20 years older than me.
Yeah, look at the gray.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Pretty good, man.
Look at the wrinkles. I got the wrinkles to show it.
I'm going to start working out and stop eating all the sugary foods.
I just drink my 1 beer a day. I'm okay.
It ain't hurting you any.
I'm still going to be ready. I'm going to be ready to race Karen. I'm going to race her to the top of the hill.
I forgot about that. Oh.
I'm fast.
You got to run a race, Karen. Remember? Was that Jason Potter that came up with the idea of having a race?
I may be 65, but I'm going to race up that hill really quick, Karen. You better be hustling.
Yeah, she's so light.
Oh my God, my look there. I just woke up.
You're what? Oh, sorry. Where's my coffee? My coffee's gone.
You making coffee, James?
I'm drinking coffee with.
I didn't take it yet. Can you give it to me?
Oops, sorry.
Anyway, one star says, never heard him. I do know one guy, a sick grandpa that trashes all the vloggers. I figured it was him. No, I don't know if this guy's a grandpa or not.
No. It was Frank of Frankenfell. Sick grandpa got on my live stream once, and I cut him the ribbons. He got him. I told my moderators leave him, and I tore him a new one. And he hasn't been back since, and he has not done anything on Karen and I. If he wants to try that stuff, I'll hit him back. I will absolutely respond in kind. I just took that guy apart, and he never came back. And he didn't do any expose on us like he's done on the other YouTubers.
Okay, Charm, give me a second, James. I'll just turn the camera on Charm for a minute. I got to take MJ over to use the CR. You guys can watch my lovely wife work. I'm gonna go take my son to use the CR room.
JJ Scotty Boy was talking a little bit of trash. He didn't know who I was, but he was listening to Frank, and Frank was telling him, you know, James is nobody. James is such a nobody. He's talking about me for an hour and a half.
I had broken. We don't remember our song. Our song was nothing's gonna change.
Karen, you want to make me another cup of that coffee? Yeah, a little coffee with that Irish cream in it. So good.
Hi, I'm back. I had to carry him in there. He's still not walking yet because of the sores on his feet. But Chime just reminded me I haven't taken my amlodipine, my maintenance medicine for high blood. I haven't taken in like 3 days. It just little pill right there. 10 mil-
Michael, I look very red because I've been drinking Red Horse. Red Horse makes me red.
Well, that's good.
Michael, you have taught Karen a new habit. She is now drinking, instead of drinking a little Red Horse,
Yeah.
she's drinking she's drinking Mule, and
Good.
and from Ray she's learned Irish cream. She's liking the
Okay.
Bailey's Irish cream now, and she likes Mule.
Good. That's better than Red Horse.
She's evolving past Red Horse now.
Let me go get the boy again.
She's
Hold on.
laughing. She's laughing.
I'm going to go carry this boy out of the CR. Hold on.
All right, guys. So, I mean, Frank was funny. It was funnier than hell, man. I was laughing last night. People were calling me and messaging me, telling me that he was saying all these things.
Yeah, that's all good. It's good stuff.
It was funny, but the one thing I didn't like was he was attacking the age gap, and that is just total bitterness. There's nothing. He's got other friends with age gap. He doesn't treat them that way.
Right. No,
I mean, Michael from the Canadian, he's friends with Michael, he's friends with Dazzle and Gino, he's friends with so many other people with age gap. He doesn't say nothing. But with me and Karen, he's got a problem with it. He did say something pretty crappy about that. The other stuff, I can laugh at. That was funny.
All right. This is my boy, guys. You haven't met my son yet. This is MJ.
Hello, MJ. Karen, say hi, MJ.
Hey, MJ.
How are you now, MJ? It's already. Hi, Car. Good evening.
What's happening?
Got some pavement road rash.
There you go. Hello.
Hello.
This is Rosalind's little girl. Her baby
Like what
girl.
we're talking about outside where kids
No, the Irish people.
building rickety ass ramps to jump our bicycles.
This is my son, MJ.
Yeah, I was doing that too when I was a kid. Making ramps, yeah.
Kids,
Look at
kids look, kids, you need to eat some dirt.
Yeah.
Like, it'll improve your life. Eat some dirt.
As long as you get hurt and you got no permanent injury, it's a learning experience. And it's a good learning experience, you know, because you need to get hurt without and heal without getting any permanent damage in order to learn.
Here is MJ's problem. See it? My son's problem? Look at my
Rub
son,
some
Ray.
dirt on it. Rub some
Motorcycle.
dirt on it. You
Rub
gotta,
dirt on it?
yeah,
Look at his
yeah.
knee.
That's the solution to everything. You know, you need to eat some dirt. If you get a cut, rub some dirt on it. You'll be all
Yeah,
right.
Like you would grief.
it'll be fine. But you know what? He's living through pain right now. I know what he's living through because I got the
Yeah.
scrapes on my own legs, you know, and it hurts. Feet both went down.
But it'll make them tough. It'll make them tough.
Make them think about being
like,
safe.
Oh yeah,
like,
you'll be
you
tough.
know,
Be more deliberate next time.
scars give you character.
Yeah.
Chicks
Yeah.
dig scars.
Yep, exactly. Oh, I'm full of scars.
Oh, I got scars.
But that's the first time taking my maintenance medicine in 3 days. So I don't even know I have no idea what my blood pressure is right now. but it's been staying pretty good. I'm not usually if you get high blood, I find myself getting real
No, I cannot.
irritable. When the kids say something to me, I'll respond irritable to them. Then I know my blood pressure's up.
Now, every time I go get tested, I've been in the exceptionally normal range. Not too low, not too high.
That's good.
So,
We're still
but
young.
it's been 14 months since I left America, and I haven't really tested my blood pressure in 14 months. But my
good.
blood work, everything was normal, and my blood pressure was normal before I left. Before I
Yeah.
quit my job and left, I checked all that. So,
Mine was good, even under stressful
It's
situations.
not
My blood
right.
pressure's always been good,
uh-huh.
but now it's a little high. It's like if I don't take blood pressure medication, it'd be like 155 over 90.
Yeah, now when I was in the thick of it with Smithfield, and I was there, I was the team lead, and I had people overfilling tanks and causing spills and clean water problems, violations, and all that kind of stuff, but near violations. And I probably had high blood pressure then, and
Yeah,
it's probably a good thing
I'm
I
fine
quit.
now.
What a circus.
Like, even if I don't take my medicine for 3 or 4 days and I go check myself, I'm still, I'm only like 130 over 90. And then so I take my medicine, knock it down to 120 over 90. I'm okay.
Maybe I haven't seen it
Yeah.
recently.
JJ says, no one knows who is Frank. It makes you wonder who is the actual nobody. Well, I mean, we put enough promotion out there for the guy. And I'll share the link to you, JJ, so you can figure out who the guy is.
It was, you have to see it to believe it. It was really wacko bird type stuff. I can't believe, I think that's totally weird that a guy would spend an hour and a half talking about me like that.
Oh, where they're going. So, you know how they do the death thing here, James? Is when somebody dies, they go to their house for 10 days straight and they gamble. They gamble all night long until the wee hours in the morning.
Yep.
Are you going over there tonight, Rosalind? Yeah, see, they're going back tonight. My wife and Rosalind are going to go.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Paon.
So the ladies are going back to okay, let her eat. The ladies are going over to visit the death family and gamble. And Sean came in last night. I asked her what time it is. He said, oh, it's 2 a.m. James, if we were to go out and stay out till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, Kieran would be pretty ticked off. Yeah, exactly.
But they do it. We know where they're at. If I need to find them, I'll go down there and I'll see them sitting around the table playing Tonga, gambling, whatever they're playing. I don't know anymore. What are you guys playing down there? I know you're gambling. How much money you lose every night, Rosalind?
Sorry. More than
Rosalind's not losing, she said. Just gotta gamble. But Rosalind says she doesn't lose any money. So you take money? Oh. Is Charm winning? Well, Charm hasn't bought me a beer lately, so maybe she's not winning. Anyway, we had a really good time at the party today. Wow. Guys, watching our niece dance. Our two nieces were there dancing, and Filipino guys and the wives were singing karaoke. Just unbelievable singers, such good singers.
There
are the girls we had there at that last party you had, karaoke party, were really good. I was impressed. They were really good. It was fun listening to them sing.
But you didn't get any negative strikes against your channel, did you?
It said that it was revenue sharing, and what I did was I finally just struck the audio out of it and left it so that the statistics would stay.
You didn't strike all of it, just the ones they tagged you on, right?
Yeah, it's okay. You still get to keep your subscribers and everything.
Okay. 1 star. Romblon is a beautiful island, and that's if you want to buy marble. As I told James, that's where you go to buy marble products. Everything made of marble, made on Romblon Island. I think there's 2 islands in the Philippines. Romblon is one of them.
Because
So
mine was,
Mont Blanc's a beautiful place. I guess it's
Oh,
probably
I just
because
got
of
a
the
notification. I'm sorry, Michael. I just got a notification. He's got a,
just
the what?
he's just gone live with a, and it says that he is shit talking.
Really?
Yeah, I hope he's not talking about me.
It's okay. It'll bring more people to your channel.
Maybe, but oh, there's only one person watching, and that's me.
this
But
I'm
it
not
says
gonna watch
one
him.
watching, one watching.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got his spouse there, huh?
Yeah.
And then this part.
Okay.
So all together, like
I've never
all
seen his wife. I never even till today. You sent me that link.
850.
There's a lot of
So
people I haven't seen their channel, but I got to start looking for them.
It's complete already.
But yeah, Ramlan, one star. That is a great place to go. I don't even know the hours by ferry. I'm guessing
basically, I spent like
maybe
200.
6 to 8 hours by ferry from Rojas.
So it would be less than I
Ramlan.
spent for.
If you can even go
Michael
there.
from That Philippines Life went there.
Yeah.
He went there, and that was after you told me about it. You
Okay.
told me about the marble and all that. He went there and
Yeah.
made the most beautiful vlog ever. Really beautiful vlog. He flew his drone around a lot. He met a guy that built this whole house, an American, I think,
Nice.
a Westerner out of marble. It's really an amazing vlog. That's the kind of vlogs that I like. That was a beautiful vlog. I love it. That's what I want to do. Those kind of vlogs.
Well, I know some people over there in Ramlan. I used to have a lot of friends over there, but I haven't communicated with them in, I don't know, years now. I used to know some
noticed-
school teachers over there and some
Uh-huh.
government workers over there.
I noticed that a lot these vloggers hit and run. They barely scratch the surface. They leave a lot on the table as far as the things that you can uncover and make videos about.
Right.
Even though like Michael's from That Philippines Life has been there, or Becoming Filipinos, just went through Masbate just like right when we did. He was there on the island at the same time as us. Kyle
Okay.
Jennerman, he was there at the same time as us, and he released a
But they
video one
didn't-
day after we did. And
He didn't get to see nearly what you saw, though.
no,
do what
he
you
did
do.
not. And he only made a 20-minute video and left. That's my point. And
Yeah.
and there's still. I'm sure I could make many more hours of successful videos on your island. And then you go over to Ramblon and Gigantes and all that. There's just so much there.
Yeah, there's days of content on Gigante Island. The caves, the giant bone cave, the lagoons, the other islands around it, the clams, scallops, the way they harvest them and bring them in and work all day to clean them. There was a guy sitting there while we were there. He was making a little car out of Hawaiian leaves. Made a little car for my son. When he was done, the little car rolled. It was made out of Hawaiian leaves, 4 wheels, like a little car. Cool as hell. And he weaved it right there in front of my son and gave it to him to play with. I mean, there's so much to learn from those people. And we'll try to, if we go, we got a lot of friends over there. I'm sure we'll easily find a place to spend the night. Gave us a house to sleep in, last time. So we stayed there for a couple days. Then the next time we went, we stayed in another place. They gave us a house to live in that had aircon. And we just gave them money. We gave them 2,000 pesos per night to stay there. We stayed like a night, $6,000.
Yeah, we'll make sure we bring a lot of money for the, so we can rent horses if we got, whatever we got to, and any accommodations anywhere we go.
I'll try to ask Nicole tomorrow, find out what we can do for horses, where we'll be allowed to ride them to. You were saying hours of riding, but if we pick them up here, I don't know where we're going to ride to. We can put cattle here, just down the dirt road that they cut. There's cattle.
Michael, I'm not going to be bringing a lot of money. I might have to sell my body.
Okay, I'll tell you.
I'm talking about like maybe we're gonna go
like
at some future point to Ramblon or and then to rent horses. I really want to get horses, even if I got to pay money to get them. I haven't been on a horse in 14 months. I spent my whole life owning a horse, at least one, and riding the horses regularly. And I haven't been on a horse in 14 months. That I got to break that streak.
Well, let's see if we can find you one to get on. Even if it's Miko's horse. You can ride Miko's horse.
Depending on how much money it is, you know, I might have to find a rich Filipino.
Ray, you don't need no money over here. Tell Ray, James, you don't need money
I
over
need to
here.
find a rich Filipina.
Your girlfriend, your former girlfriend didn't hear
Nothing's
that.
gonna change, my love.
Hi, Bill Meyer. How are you?
I can talk smack.
I don't see you finding a rich Filipino where I live.
If you're taking me serious, if you're taking me seriously, there's something
Wow,
messing
JJ.
up. You never take me seriously.
I don't. I know you got plenty of money. You wouldn't be traveling around. We don't ask for money here though.
No, I've got friends. Michael, people love me.
Good. I have the richest family members, Ray, right here.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
got more money than I got.
Like
She
I
gets a
always
social security check every month.
see the thing is,
Here, look, his rich family members.
yeah. See the thing is, like it always works for me because I always pay my debts.
There you go.
If I borrow money, like it's not Filipino borrowing. Like if I borrow money, I always like at the end of the month I pay it back.
Yeah, I understand. That's the way what life is supposed to be that way. And my wife and I live the same way. We use a credit card to buy groceries, and as soon as the bill comes in, we pay it. We don't wait
Yeah.
for the due date. You don't have to wait for the due date. You just get it paid. You know, don't even wait. No need. Oh, we have no
Yeah.
debt. We have zero debt to anybody right
it
now.
always it always works out that like I might have to go 1 month eating rice, but then I'm back on the horse and I can do whatever I want to do.
It's not that terrible, Ray. The Philippines is an easy life. You know that.
Oh, absolutely. Like
Doesn't take
my,
money.
my life motto is like if whatever you're doing is not making you happy, stop doing that shit.
Move on.
Start doing something that's making you happy.
Exactly. That's my life motto too.
That
We're
is
just
that
alike.
is like Michael, you get it. That is success in life. Like money is not success. Happiness is success. That's how you measure
That's
success.
right. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the more happiness you have, the more successful you are.
That's right. You know, I call it whenever I go out here to buy something, right? I'll say I'll just wait for the free money to come in. Free money comes in, I'll buy it. You know, and
Yeah.
believe it or not, the free money comes almost every month in the form of U.S. dollar to me,
Look,
and not
Karen,
from
look,
YouTube.
look, come here, look, look how red I am.
Yeah.
Red horse makes me red.
Oh, how many red horse you drink?
How many red horse you had, Ray?
Three or two. I had 3 or 2. It's like a
Drinking the
Cajun thing. You always put the bigger number first. So I had like 3 or 2.
Get up on my feet, please. It's too noisy.
But I didn't have any gin.
These are my kids, Ray. This is my 12-year-old, Micah. This is my 9-year-old, Ella. This is my 4-year-old boy.
Where's your Budots? Let me see your Budots TikTok dance.
Oh, she's 11. She turns 12 tomorrow. It's her birthday, guys, tomorrow. Micah's turning 12.
Did you not plug
Change
in?
your logo.
I don't know where my
Low back.
phone went. She's out here somewhere.
Give me the weight power bank.
40 years and up for JJ. And for 50 grand, that's awesome. If they got that deal for you, take it. Because you don't have to get married for that. That is awesome. Or you can just get married and you can apply for today, like James and I did. Johnny Walker Black Label. You might turn black.
I want that. I have one.
That's Blue
Guess
Label.
what? Guess what, Ray? I think I got some Johnny Walker Black Label here, somewhere up in this cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Or do I? I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe I don't. There's
Yeah.
no Johnny Walker anymore?
I drink top shelf. Like I drink it neat, no ice.
No, I don't
And
have
if
any
you're- if
top
you're-
shelf here.
If you're gonna drink the good stuff, like you just want it in a glass, no ice, nothing to dilute it.
We don't hardly drink here. I bought all this
I don't
liquor
either.
for
Look.
people that want to drink, and nobody drinks it.
Honestly, Michael, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hardly drink. So when I
Right.
do drink, like it's a treat.
Yeah.
Like I drink,
Good.
top shelf. I don't dilute it with anything. Like I can have
You're
Coke
making me want a
anytime.
Red Horse.
I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna drink whiskey and Coke. Like
Yeah.
if the
I
whiskey.
got a Red Horse now.
Yeah, no, I'll drink that. Be happy. But normally, beer just makes me sleepy.
Hold on.
Beer
My
makes
kids
me
will be
sleepy and have to pee. That's
I'm
no
about
fun.
to go have Red Horse number 2. You make me want another one. You know what? I put one in the freezer to get it cold. Because when I got home, it wasn't no cold beer. I only put 2 in there. I usually just drink 1. But you know what?
Me
Oh,
and
you're on
James are finishing off with Irish coffee.
Okay. You know, when James was here, he wanted to drink the black coffee because I went out and I bought this black coffee for him, right?
Uh-huh.
Nescafe. Because all I ever keep is this in the house. The Great Taste. That's 3 in 1.
Okay. Yeah, the 3 in 1.
The 3-in-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep so many of these. If you look up on my shelf, there's coffee.
Yeah, see it at my house, at my condo, I have a Keurig on a step down transformer,
Right.
and I make brewed coffee. Like I've got K cups, and so I make single cup brewed coffee.
My Wi-Fi is breaking up.
All right, he's frozen. Turn it around. Talk.
Oh, all right. You're up to 14 viewers now. That's good. You're getting. Frank's only got 12 right now.
Oh, I'm viewing.
You're watching Frank?
Yeah. No, I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm watching Mike.
Okay. Mike's got 14 viewers and Frank's got 12.
Hold on, let me change my Wi-Fi real quick. I need to change this to my other Wi-Fi.
All right.
Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
JJ said no one knows who is Frank. Makes you wonder who is the actual nobody.
Yeah. He's been blogging for 2 years now?
All right, I'm back now.
Prolifically. Hired a staff to help him.
Oh, happy birthday, One Star. Yep, hers is on the 8th. So Monday, tomorrow, we're going to make up a big pot of spaghetti for her. And we're going to take it over to school with the birthday cake and let her and all her classmates celebrate her birthday right in class. This new freezer I bought today. I got this Condora here. I had this one here, same freezer, right? And I bought a new one. And these are 7 shelf freezers. So this is my new one. It's got the water cold, and my wife jumped on me for plugging it in when I got home. She said, "Oh, you're not allowed to plug them in for 24 hours." And I said, "Yeah, I know, but we didn't tip it over or bother the oil in the Freon." And then she said, "Well, maybe the truck bouncing around." I said, "Okay, unplug the damn thing." And this one here is another Condora, but it's empty, and I've got to take this one in. It's under warranty. I don't want to lose the warranty. Otherwise, I would just recharge myself. But look at that. Freezing cold. Woo! Wow. Now that's a cold Red Horse right out of the freezer. Anyway, you guys want to get into making money in the Philippines, make ice. That's what I do. I make
We've got a freezer. Karen, make ice. Your Gcast.
Okay, all right. I'm going to shut you guys down right now. Off the TV. My kids are just getting rowdy, jumping around, yelling, screaming because they're watching a horror movie or something. Off the TV now. Guys, you don't need to watch that because you're not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, what is it with
Change it.
Filipinos
Change
and
it or
horror
off.
What is
Okay,
it with
thank you.
Filipinos and horror movies? I don't get it. Like,
4-year-olds want to watch horror movies. That makes no sense to me,
it
you
makes
know?
no sense to me either.
Well, when I was 4 years old, I liked to watch The Blob, Godzilla, Arachnophobia, those kinds of movies.
Ray said, I have to make spaghetti before I leave from here.
Kids like
Your
to watch
spaghetti's the
things
bomb,
that
huh?
to watch. That's what it is.
What are you putting in your spaghetti? How are you making your
Yeah,
sauce,
where are
Ray?
you getting good tomato sauce, Ray?
Look, okay, like for my spaghetti sauce, like people rag on canned tomatoes, but canned tomatoes are awesome. Like
Yeah.
they're canned at the peak of tomato freshness because like tomatoes are seasonal, so they're like. But normally I get like imported tomatoes, like
TJ.
whole tomatoes in the can,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
cook them down in my I'll saute like onions and zucchini, and then after I saute the onions, zucchini, and olive oil, like I'll add whatever meat. Like my spaghetti sauce is kind of a three-way mix. It's a primavera sauce because it's got the vegetables, but it's also like a carbonara because I put in the meat, and then it's or not carbonara, bologna, a bolognese. Like it's like a primavera bolognese, and then I can't think of the other one, but like I make my sauce from scratch. Like the hardest thing in the Philippines is finding good pasta noodles. Like I like the bronze die cut pasta noodles, like where the sauce sticks to it. It's hard to find here.
Yeah.
But like
I think you can order it on Shopee.
Yeah, I lived in Italy for 2 years when I was a kid, and it completely like ruined Italian food for me. Like if it's not real Italian food, I know.
Let me get something to open my beer up with. My beer's lonely. It wants my lips up here.
Well, open it up. Go get your opener.
Best opener in the world, right here. The spoon.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I made Karen cringe earlier today or was that yesterday when I was opening it with my teeth.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah,
I got a few chipped teeth to show for it.
Yeah, but I popped open a mule with my teeth, and Karen was like, ugh.
And then she doesn't want it because you put your lips on it.
Well, no, that one was mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the mules, Ray? You like the mule?
Yeah, I like them. I've had them. I've had them before. Like my buddy from Louisiana. I went down to his house to make boudin, and we were drinking mules and making boudin.
What are we gonna cook over here? What do you want to cook?
Whatever you want to eat.
I got crab. I got shrimp over here. We got fish. All kinds of fresh fish.
That is like I do have some Old Bay seasoning, but I didn't bring like crab boil or anything like that back. That was I've got.
No, we don't cook.
Fry.
They usually don't crab boil here. They put them in the frying pan. They just put a little something in the bottom of the frying pan. They cover them with a lid and they kind of steam them. The heat for just a few minutes, and they're done. Then you take them out and eat them.
Yeah. No, I love crab. I always say that crab is my number one work food. All right.
Okay.
If it was on flavor alone, it would be crawfish. And what I mean by work food is food that you have to work for. Like you gotta peel, you gotta crack, you gotta do stuff. Like if it was on taste alone,
Right.
it would be crawfish. But you
We're
get
gonna take you
more.
fishing, okay?
You get more for your work with crab.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take you fishing, and I'm
All
gonna
right.
put you up there in the front of the boat, with my father-in-law, and we'll let you pull net, so you'll feel like you're working. So
No,
when you eat them,
I don't
they'll
wanna
feel
work.
better.
Look. I'm cookie. Like,
Okay.
yeah,
JJ says,
you guys pull in the nets, and I'll cook the
all right.
crab, fish, whatever you want.
JJ said, Michael, the kids seek attention when you're live because they're famous now at school. They want view time. Kids will be kids, but we love them to death. And yeah, it's hard to get them to settle down, but they're going a little crazy tonight. It's slime time. Oh my goodness, they're making slime now.
Yeah, I was
They
watching.
want-
I was watching a live stream today where there was like some complaint about kids, like acting out or whatever. And my
Right.
viewpoint is they're just being kids. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like, it's a whole Western mentality. Like you're in a restaurant, a kid's acting up, and like everybody gets offended that they're not disciplining their kids.
Yeah.
But like I'm in the Philippines, like kids are playing, they're having fun. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
watching the kids be kids.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Kids in America feel like criminals.
Yeah,
Treat
like-
our kids like criminals.
exactly like exactly what James is saying. Like kids in America feel like criminals. Like parenting in the US this is the way I view it. This is
not
the
the
way
same.
I view it. All right. Like people parent to like have their kids not interrupt like their personal life.
Right.
You don't do that. You parent to raise a child to be successful. You're not raising him to not interrupt your dinner.
How can they
or-
learn? Yeah. How can
Yeah,
they learn
like-
if you can't teach them?
Exactly. Like, like one of my biggest pet peeves with the U.S. was the criminal justice system, and especially the juvenile justice system, where like when we were a kid, we would go to school, get in a scrap, probably take a whooping, get 3 days off, and get another whooping. But
Yep.
like we learned a lesson. Here, like now, like kids get in a fight in school, they're charged with battery, and they're put into the juvenile justice
Juvenile.
system. It's like the whole purpose of being a kid is to learn how to be an adult. You don't
Yeah.
learn how to be an adult by getting a criminal record. Like that's just
Oh, crazy.
like let kids
world
be
has
kids.
changed.
Kids are gonna like the whole purpose of being a kid is make mistakes, learn from them.
About living over here, One Star says, Ray, it's only 1 mile of net. You can pull that in. There might be one crab in there.
Hey, I'm on disability. Y'all take it easy on me.
Oh, jeez. I'm disabled vet too. I'm still helping.
I can help, but you're not. Look, Michael, you weren't talking about helping. You were talking about me being on the front of the boat and
Yeah.
like handling all the business. That's not helping. That's like that's taking the lead. Like I'm on the
Hold on
back
a
end of
second.
that whole operation.
I'm getting interrupted from 3 directions over here. What's going on, son?
Michael not giving me a it line. Because it's on the couch.
Okay, let him play with the slime,
I
please.
know it's on the couch.
He'll keep it in his hands.
I know, but there was slime
Okay.
before there and Mama got mad at us.
Oh, don't get it on the couch, okay, son? Let him play, kids. He wants to play too. Anyway, wow. They're hitting me from all directions over here, eh? But I love them. I love them to death. They're my kids.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
You know,
and I
that-
didn't adopt any. These are mine. I raised them. I brought them in from babies. These are
right.
my
Yeah.
three. I don't have any kids
Yeah.
in the U.S.
You know,
I
Michael, I've always said, um, like if I ever get successful in YouTube, like, you know, I mean, the first goal is to make enough, like just to pay for all my subscriptions that I use for YouTube and my equipment that I use for YouTube, kind
right,
of like fund my hobby. But anything above that, like my, I guess, cause is nutrition 5 and under, like like proper nutrition
right,
for development up to the age of 5. It's so important. Like
right.
not having the right nutrition causes like stunted growth. I mean that's why Filipinos are short, because it's not that they're not eating, like all of them aren't eating, but like the nutrition, like
Right.
I want to give proper prenatal vitamins to pregnant women, and like start to build that culture of like up until 5.
Right.
I love the little
But you
guy.
know,
I
a lot of
love.
people here, the women here, most of them that get pregnant, they can't afford to
No.
buy those types of pills, you know? So they just go through life like they always do, eat their fish and rice, their
Yeah.
large helping of rice every day. And they think that that's going to feed their baby properly and everything. And it just leads to malnutrition children, and they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
And it's
But
it's like like I've noticed that a lot of Filipinos are like anti-formula. And don't get me wrong, like breast milk is amazing for, like preventing, like
for you,
what?
to keep you going at your age.
Yeah, Michael with a joke. Michael with a joke. But yeah, but to pass on immunity and all that, like breast milk's amazing. But
Yeah,
but
I love
also
it.
like they look down on the formula, but it's no different than me and you. Like we eat our meals, but then we might take a multivitamin.
Yeah,
Like formula for infants is the same as like a multivitamin for adults. It's just
right.
that added nutrition.
Yeah.
And like
JJ said there is, in the US, there is no parenting in the US. They put the kids in school to get rid of them.
Yep.
And said,
Yeah.
Michael is a good dad for sure. Well, thank you, JJ. I try to be. I tried to set a good example and raise the kids like I was raised in the US, because back in the day, we were raised properly.
yeah,
Nowadays,
absolutely.
parents don't know how to raise
Michael's
kids.
Absolutely. Like, like people in the US arms about like, corporal punishment, like spanking children, like it's child
Yeah.
abuse. And in some cases, don't get me wrong, in some cases it definitely is.
Right.
But if it's done in the right way, where you explain why you're having this consequence, and even like with my son, and unfortunately like both my sons are passed, but I remember my son, he kept having trouble in school. He was acting out, and I'm not gonna lie, I spanked him and then I spanked him again for the same issue. And then one day, like I went into the room with him and I gave him a talk about, like it's my job, for you to learn how to interact and be
Right.
good with people. And then I handed him the belt and I said, now I want you to spank me, because I am not doing a good job as your father. If you keep having the same issue, you're not learning, and I'm doing a bad job. And that affected him more than anything else,
I
because
bet it did. Yeah.
because he got it. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not doing this, like I want you to learn. And that's my job. And I take my job seriously. And I'm
Right.
not doing my job, and I need to be, disciplined. Your
Well, it's
job
sad
is
to hear
doing well in school
right.
and
I'm
not
sad to hear
acting
your sons
out.
have passed, though, Ray. You had two
Yeah,
sons, you said?
yeah, two
Wow.
sons. My first son died at 19, and my second son died at 27. And
Wow.
that's
That's
when I
tragic.
decided to come to the Philippines. Like, I was in a dark place. I was.
Yeah. So
But
now you've been here for how many years, Ray?
no, not years. I've been here since October,
Okay.
full
Well,
time.
you
I made
jumped
my
in right
first,
in with the right crowd then, because we have a lot of guys here who have been here a long time. I've been here since 2011, long time.
yeah,
And I've
yeah,
gone through the school of hard knocks here in the Philippines, just, I mean, as bad as anybody could. I had the first girlfriend who emptied the bank account and, took
yeah.
back our business and left me penniless, to the woman I have today that I met who supported me. She's the one who paid to move me to Masbate, out of Paranaque when I was there. I had $200 to my name, but I was still taking her out and buying dinner and stuff for her out of my last money. And then an entire paycheck went by where I didn't get my retirement check. It still went to my ex's bank account because
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
get it stopped in time. I
Yeah,
didn't get the
that's
direct
tough.
deposit changed. So I lost an additional month. So I went like 2 months on 200 US dollars. And the wife I
Wow.
have today, she supported me. She helped me pack what I had remaining of my stuff because the other lady stole everything.
Yeah,
And
that's a good
we
woman. Yeah.
we
And
packed it. We moved back to Masbate to her hometown, and we lived with her folks in their home. We were living in her Lola's house, and we went from nothing to what we have today. And it took hard work and perseverance and beating everything to try to make everything work. And guess
yep,
what? We have a successful business, we have a successful
absolutely.
family, and we have
Well,
everything going for us.
yeah, I mean,
We're
that's the
blessed
way it
by
works.
God.
That's
Yeah.
that's the way it works. Like, I forget, we've done many live streams and everything, but I was saying earlier, when the issue came up about like women's equality, and like, I believe that women are completely equal. They have a different role in a relationship, as a support role, but it's equally important as whatever the man does. Like,
Yeah.
the man cannot do what a man needs to do if he doesn't have a supportive partner that is,
Exactly.
yeah, it's
That's
both,
life.
it's both equally important.
Yep.
Like,
And a
women are
man won't
all,
succeed. A man has a difficult time succeeding in his goals without a good person to support him and back him up. And I've had a good woman now since I've been here. After the first one, when I met Charm, my wife,
uh-huh.
after that, I'll tell you, Ray, we lived on 990 US dollars a month for 7 years.
Oh,
Okay. We
yeah.
built this house. We built this house and we lived in Manila, kind of all over, but then we landed in Manila in Las Piñas. And we had our first daughter in Rojas in 2013, Micah. So we
Okay.
had Micah to feed and raise. And then in 2016, we had Ella, and we're still only making the 990 pension for my military pension because my ex
Oh,
was getting a third of the money. And
oh,
I
wow.
wasn't drawing Social Security. So I just had my pension only. And then I decided I was going to try to start a business. And the first $2,500 I borrowed from my brother, and it went fast because everybody here wants free, free. When
Right.
you start a business and you have a product, they won't touch it or pay you for it without a test. And they want the test to be free. So there goes a little product, and a little product, a little product, a little product. Pretty soon, my $2,500 of product is being eaten up and is taken away, and I have no more product. My brother's not going to loan me any more money because I
Right.
wasn't successful in making any money.
Right.
But that people want to do business in the Philippines, you got to know the market really, really well to do business here. It's hard. It's a
Yeah,
tough
like,
market.
you know, at one time, you know, well, I mean, she's kind of still my girlfriend. We're like, she's got to get right first. But my plan was like, you know, I was gonna, you know, let her have her business in the province. And my thought was, well, you know, I will lend money, but I will like lend money small. Like if someone borrows, you know, 200 pesos and then I never see it back, well, they're never going to borrow any money again.
Right.
But
That's a
but
small borrow too.
yeah, but you know, build up where, you know, I've got people I can trust that like I can
Right.
lend because I mean I've been there. I've been there. You know,
Yeah.
I've needed extra money and like I always pay it back. And there's like, you know, people want to talk about Filipinos, but like, you know, people are people. And
Right.
you just gotta find the right people to
You
do
do.
business with. And
Yep.
it's like, hey, like if I can help you and, you know, show a little profit from it, that's awesome. Like
Yeah.
I'd be happy
JJ
with
says
that.
a man needs a woman that supports her man through good and bad times. That man is successful. A woman must not work against her man. That's
Oh,
100%
absolutely.
correct.
That is
Behind
absolutely right.
every successful man is a good woman, you
Yeah.
know? And
You know, I had that thought earlier whenever we were talking about it. I meant to say it. But you know, there's that saying you hear all the time, like the man is the king of the castle. And a lot of people interpret that as like everybody else in the castle is their servant. But that's not
right.
how a kingdom works. Like,
No.
and here's the thing.
Thank you, JJ.
I'm gonna drop some deep knowledge on you. The man is the king of the castle as long as he treats his wife like a queen. If a man treats his wife like a queen, she has no problem him being the king of the castle.
That's right. And he gets his way when she gets her way. If she
Yeah.
doesn't get her way, you're not going to get your way.
Yeah,
That's the
you're
bottom line.
like the king and the queen, you are co-rulers. You know,
That's right.
maybe as a king, you know, you might have the final say, but you're always working towards the good of the kingdom.
Yep. But you know, there are a lot of foreigners that come here to the Philippines and think, I'm the guy with the wallet. Therefore, you must bow down and kiss my butt.
Yeah,
And
that's
they believe
bullshit.
that. They
Yeah,
believe
that's
that though,
bullshit,
Ray.
Michael. Like just like I said earlier when I was talking to you, like money is not the measure of success.
That's
Happiness
right.
is the measure of success.
Exactly.
If you're coming over here and you're not making your Filipina happy, if you're giving her money but you're not making her happy, you're not doing
No,
shit.
it's not a
Like
relationship.
no, like the goal is to make her happy, not
That's
give her
right. Keep
money.
her happy.
Money.
You got to
Yeah,
keep her
exactly.
happy. And
Like I
JJ
could,
says, Mike, you're lucky. Your wife has proven herself. This is a big compliment. Thank you, JJ. Yes, my wife has been there through thick and thin with me, you know, and everything. I mean, everything. So I have no regrets with this woman I married. Uh, and this is my fourth marriage. Before, I had regrets with other women. And everyone has a different story. Every woman I married was different. You know, they're night and day from each other. None of them have been like my wife here. Ray's laughing his ass off. Ray, you really got red from that red horse, huh? My
well,
goodness.
let's see, Michael, because like I've been married a few times, and, and
How many times,
um,
Ray? 3 times?
yeah,
And
and
guess
look,
who your next wife will be? It's not going to be an American, I can tell you that. And she ain't
but
going to be from Louisiana.
but see, the reason I'm laughing is because apparently I've had a bad habit. Like wife one and three were definitely like medically diagnosed bipolar. I don't know why I like
Give him.
am like a magnet for crazy women. But I think number two was undiagnosed. But so I was laughing as like, I don't know what it is about me, but I just attract like bipolar women.
Yeah, but you know what I think here? Now that you know that to be a fact, now you can steer away from that from the beginning and find a normal woman.
Yeah, a lot of them are undiagnosed though. And see, I have this saying, and you know, it sounds chauvinist, like from the outset, but once women hear the entire thing, they agree with me. So
Right.
here's the statement. All women are crazy. All women also know that they're crazy at times. I'm not saying all the time, but hormones, like they are like driven by emotion. So the goal of a man, you've heard that expression, the strong silent type. The way I define that is a man that is strong enough to withstand the craziness and smart enough to stay quiet about it. Because when a woman is being emotional and unrational, if you
You
just
better be
shut your
quiet.
mouth, if you just shut your mouth and bear it, eventually she will come to the conclusion. It's like, I was being kind of crazy there. I apologize. Let them come to, but if you try to point it out in the midst of the craziness, no, that's never going to
You're
work.
done.
Never going to work.
And you know what? Here we call that tempo.
I love tempo.
I don't.
No.
No.
Look, Michael, let me explain. All right. Now, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The tempo, like if a woman doesn't get her way, like she wants a new purse and she doesn't get her way and then throws tempo, that's bullshit. That
That's
don't
bullshit.
fly, Michael. But look, if I'm with a woman and like I look in the general direction of a pretty Filipina, whether I'm looking at a car that's in that direction or whatever, and they get tempo, because
Dump the woman.
because
Dump her.
Filipinas like they get tempo. They're in their emotion, but instead
Well,
of blowing up in that emotion, they suppress it, keep it quiet, and they will do one of two things. They will either decide that it's not important enough to make a big deal about, or they'll calm down so that they can discuss whatever they're upset about rationally. And to me, that
well,
is an awesome thing. They
they don't
don't
do that.
blow up in their emotions and spew all over you. They keep it quiet until they're ready to talk about it, or they can let it go. That's
Well,
awesome.
tempo Ray is they shut up.
Yeah.
They won't talk to you for 3 days, and you ain't getting none for 3 days
Well,
until you
if
admit you're
that's
wrong.
if that's how long it takes for them to get out of their emotions, then
Yeah,
that's what it is. Because
3 days.
look, listen, okay, Michael, listen. If the alternative is they blow up in their emotion and you argue yelling at each other for 3 days, you're still not getting anything. There's stress and bullshit in the household. Like I would rather it be quiet and peaceful for 3 days and then get over it.
Well, the way I
Instead of
handle it,
instead of
I'll handle my
instead of
tempo, okay?
instead
Let
of
me tell you.
instead of the big arguments, instead of the big argument where you know, like they might say something that they later regret. Like,
Right.
you know, you're ugly and nobody likes you. Like, whatever it is, you know, people say things in anger that aren't right. But Filipinos don't say things in anger. They keep it down until they're not angry anymore and then talk to you. And to
Well,
me, that's awesome.
a lot of times, Ray, you don't
It
know
might
it's
take them
coming.
3 days depending on the severity of your offense.
Sometimes you don't know it's coming, Ray. You won't realize until your woman has already been in tempo for a day. Then you go, why isn't she talking to me? And it'll be something you did a day ago. And all of a sudden, she's not talking to you. It's already been a day.
Wait, hold on. I just realized something. Michael, you're saying that she's holding out for the 3 days too?
Sometimes you never know.
Michael, you gotta up your bedroom skills. Like they can't resist all this. She can't resist all this, Michael. She
Oh,
can
yes,
be
she
mad at
can.
me. She can be mad
Yes,
at
she
me,
can.
but I got it
Ray,
going on. Michael.
Ray, you're single. You're single.
No, but even with the girlfriend, like, and see, that's another great thing about anybody that's listening to the chat. Another great thing about Filipinas, Tampo, no Tampo, whatever it is, like Filipinas do not have headaches.
No, never.
Yeah,
They never say I have a headache. They're not like
right.
Western women.
Like there's no
They don't play that.
excuse. No.
They don't give you an
Like,
excuse. They just don't give you none.
well,
That's it.
yeah, I mean, and well, hey, Michael, you know, sometimes, like I think the times when we might not get any, we probably deserve it. Whatever the hell we did, it's
Yeah.
probably deserved. But
Well, Ray, like One Star says, my bedroom skills are fine. The proof is running around my living room. Yeah. If your girl pulls tempo, remind her about the girl next door. The women will hate me for saying this. But you know, JJ, I'll tell you what, the Filipino race, the women are the most jealous I've ever met in my life. Okay.
yeah,
And that is no joke. They are jealous of the littlest things, the smallest. You don't even think about it. And then all of a sudden, bang, there comes a tempo right on top of you. Because it was something tiny, tiny, tiny you said that they take
right.
offense to because of their jealousy, And so Campo, Ray's kind of joking because he is single and he doesn't have a wife that's going to tell him, never mind, you can't have none tonight. Because Ray could just walk away and the next day be with another girl that quick. It ain't like
Well,
he's married and tied down, okay?
yeah, but
It's
you
different
know,
for you, Ray, and Tempo than it is for a married
wait, hold
man.
on.
Trust me.
Let me check, make sure my girlfriend's not in the chat. But no, like if that happened to me, Michael, there's always a massage. Like
There you go. See? But if you're a married man and you run off to the massage parlor, what is your wife going to think? Okay?
massage isn't cheating.
Yes,
If
sir.
Angie needs to wash his hands. Does he not that's
Oh, let me carry my boy. Oh, we're going to carry him to wash his hands now. He got slime on his hands, so he's got to go wash them now. Where's James at? Is he
I
hiding?
don't know. I think they went in the room and left me out here by myself.
He's probably watching you on live with me right now. Another phone.
Well,
I'll be
yeah,
right
well,
back,
see,
Ray. I gotta take my son to wash his hands. He got
all
slimy
right.
on his hands. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Here, go right here. 6.
7%. Oh my goodness, my back. Oh, too much dancing. What are you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Yeah, you're my buddy.
Your kids need to start thinking about bedtime. Okay, you have school tomorrow, Micah. You have school. Today's Sunday. You all have school tomorrow. Even MJ has school. Even I gotta carry him to school, you have school tomorrow.
I do with my. Oh, I put it in.
Okay, there. Okay. I'm back.
Oh,
Okay, no school. Micah and Ella, you need to get ready for school though. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate Micah's party tonight. Tomorrow, one star says that JJ, if you mention the female neighbor, that's gonna be 10 times the tempo on you. Bill Meyer
yeah. I
says too
mean, you know,
loud. Are we talking too loud, Bill? Maybe I'm getting too loud.
I probably am. I get animated.
Sometimes I do too. All right, what else are we going to talk about, Ray? You're going to be, so we're not going to discuss Louisiana much now. We'll discuss that more when you get here. Are
Okay.
you planning to come over with James and Karen on the 13th or 14th when they come?
Yeah, that's a plan. I have a hotel booked in Rojas City, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Check
Okay.
out on the 14th, and I think the plan was to go to Masbate on the 14th. And,
Okay, we don't need to pay for a hotel over here. We got a room for you. My
all
father-in-law
right,
has a
cool.
room in his house right on the beach. So he told me already that if you want to stay there, Ray, you're welcome to stay there. I have a room upstairs, a balcony room that I'm just completing now, getting all finished painting, and I got the toilet repaired. I got the new bidet and shower.
Yeah,
We'll make sure you
I'm
have
a
a place
great
to
house.
stay.
I'm a great house guest. Like, Karen was kind of shocked this morning when they were, after breakfast they were going, getting ready to go to church, and
All right.
she came out from getting ready to go to church, and I was in the kitchen doing dishes, so I had all her dishes clean.
I've got
She said, "Oh,
got two helpers here, Ray. I
yeah,"
got
but
Judith.
she said, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And I said, "Look, Karen," I said, "you guys are great hosts. I'm gonna be a great guest. Like, I don't
Good.
take, hosts for granted. Like, I want to
Right.
be invited back."
Very nice. Well, that over here, you don't have to worry about nothing. I've got two housekeepers that are terrific. One does the outside, feeds the animals, and cleans the sidewalks off and rakes the leaves, things like that. And, does all the burning of all the trash. And then the other one works in the house and does the house cleaning and the laundry. They both do the laundry. So if you have dirty clothes, don't be afraid to ask them. They'll do the laundry for you. We pay them well. So they work hard for us and they work in the garden. They do everything. They pull the fruit out of the
Yeah.
trees. And, I have the best housekeepers anybody could want. And I wouldn't give them up for nothing. But that being said, I do
Yeah.
have a foreigner guy coming here from Alaska that knows Rosalind. He's already visited her twice. They're boyfriend, girlfriend now. And so he wants to take her away on a vacation when he comes. He's been cleaning fish up in the fish house in Kodiak. So now he wants to take
Oh, I got you.
Rosalind. He wants to take her like a month and go run off to Makati or, somewhere where the little red light district is, where he can go hang out in the bar and stay drunk 24/7, even though he's got a woman. Really disgusting
Yeah,
behavior.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not cool.
No, and I've
He
already
should come
talked to
take it
her. And,
there. Yeah, no, I would be. I
that's
would.
not too cool.
That's definitely a yellow flag.
Yeah. I told her many
Bordering on
times.
red.
She knows what's going on, though. She's a mature adult. She's got 3 kids. She knows exactly where he's coming from. Each time he came to stay with me, the first time was, I think he stayed here for, I don't know, 2 months maybe. Drunk every day. He'd go out of the house at 6 a.m. He'd go down to my mother-in-law's house and start buying beer and drinking it. Well, the first 2 days he was here, I had 2 cases of beer in the freezer. And the first 2 days he was here, the beer was all gone. 2 cases gone. Yeah, just a drunk. Then he went down, he started going downstairs. My wife says, I'm not buying no beer. I'm not going to support this guy's habit. This is bad. So He was drinking from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night. Then I talked to him about it. I said, if you want to stay here and visit my family and you're around my kids, you want to give them money and stuff, don't give my kids money. You can't buy my kids. You're not going to buy love for my kids. And I basically just said it out to him really straight to his face. And then he says, oh, yeah, I'll change. I went back to fishing again. The next year he came back. Same crap, I let him stay in my house again. I wasn't going to let him stay in my house. I said, okay, you can stay here. If you change, it's fine. But he didn't change. Again, 6 a.m. till 10, 11 o'clock at night drinking. Never eating here.
Yeah, that's not cool.
But anyway, now he's coming back, I think December. He wants to come back in December. And I told him, I said, well, maybe your girlfriend can let you live in her home. If you're going to take her out of my house, then let her live in your home.
And I don't know what type of drinker he is. Like, to me, alcohol enhances whatever your personality is. If you're a happy person, then you drink, you just get happier. That's how I am.
He's a happy person. But his idea of happy, you know what his idea of happy is? His girlfriend was having her time of the month. So he got mad. You know what he said? I'm just going to go down the street and I'm going to pay $10,000 to the first girl I find. I know she'll go to bed with me. Well, what he didn't realize is you're in a small provincial fishing town where everybody talks and everybody knows your girlfriend and everybody knows it's her time of the month. And they know with your attitude, you're going to go down the block and the barangay police are going to find a way to have you arrested and kicked the hell out. Because your attitude, don't bring that kind of attitude to the province.
No,
you don't bring that to the village. It was terrible. And I told his girlfriend, I said, you know what? One more of these, and I don't want him back at my house. I don't care if you go somewhere and date him, but he's not coming back to stay in my house. I have young children here. They don't need to be exposed to that.
Yeah, that's not cool. Like, you don't have to worry about anything like that with me. Like,
I know you're not like him for sure. I can tell already.
Definitely not. I always say
One Star says that's not the kind of expat you want in the Philippines, and it's not.
Right.
He works out in Alaska. He's been to the Philippines for many years, right? He's got a girlfriend and a son living in Subic, like a 10-year-old son or older. So he's been coming here many, many, many years, And by now you would think he would have learned what is expected of an expat coming here. We come to a foreign country. We need to respect the people. And walking down the street with 10,000 in your pocket and saying, I'm going to go buy somebody, is not respect.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like I always say, nobody from the Philippines came to the US and recruited me to come to the Philippines. It was my choice. And if it's my choice to come to the Philippines, then it is my responsibility to learn how to get along in the Philippines.
Exactly. Learn their culture and abide by their ruls. Don't try to make your own rules.
Because my philosophy is, and I'm kind of separated from my girlfriend right now, but I always say, like, my girlfriend is the Philippines. When I learn to have a solid relationship with me in the Philippines, then I can add a relationship to that equation.
Right.
But, like, honestly, I can't deal with, like, basically being treated like a child where, like, I need a Filipina to lead me around and show me how things work. Like, I'm a grown man. I'll make mistakes as long as they're not, life altering mistakes. Right. I will learn from them and
Well, you know,
grow.
Ray, a good mentor here is extremely important. I had an
Yeah.
80-year-old, my first girlfriend's dad, and I became very close. He was 78 when I met her, and he died. I think it was 82 when he died, but he was 80 years old when I finally quit talking to him uh, because I mean, but he taught me everything. We'd go to the wet
Yeah.
market together. He would teach
Yeah.
me how to check the meat for freshness. He would teach
Yeah.
me what to look at in the fish eyes to see if it was a fish that was fresh or had a day old or 2 days old fish. You know,
Right.
he taught me what I needed to know and what I needed to hear. And I used to sit down with the newspaper
Yeah.
every morning, a little paper that had a little
Uh-huh.
crossword puzzle in it. It had an English crossword puzzle and a Tagalog crossword puzzle.
Right.
And he would help me to learn how to read Tagalog, to help me to learn how to understand some words, and to try to figure out the crossword puzzle in Tagalog. Every
Right.
morning, we'd sit down, we'd have coffee. We did this for a long time. And
Yeah.
even after I broke up with his daughter, he and I were still good friends, like best friends. And then
Yeah.
one
And
day, his daughter turned on me, and he, you can't get between a.
right.
So when his daughter turned on me, that's when he said, enough, Mike. I just got to stop this because my daughter's very angry with me. And she knows I'm chatting with you every day. We're having coffee together, beer together in the evening. And he goes, she doesn't like it. She wants me to stop. I said, okay.
Right.
I used to call him daddy. I said, okay, daddy, that's it then. Let's just stop it and continue on with our lives. But by then, I had
Yeah.
learned everything I needed to know to be
Right.
on my own in the Philippines. And
And
then I still wasn't done learning. I learned so much since then, but I thought I had enough. And I did. I had enough, just enough to keep myself out of trouble and maintain
yeah.
my citizenship, my immigration status here.
Right. And that's, that's very important, to have, like a male mentor. Like I always tell like new expats that are coming here, like there's nothing wrong with, landing in BGC or Cebu or somewhere that has like a large expat community as a soft landing spot, like, you know,
Right.
learn from some experience, get the lay of the land. Maybe you're not there forever. You move on, but to have a
Use my
male
yes,
figure in your life that can help you out, like as a man, like
very
that's
important.
important. Yeah,
Yeah, very
like
important. Let
we,
me
we
get
don't
my
listen
other
to women.
phone.
We don't listen to women.
Yeah, let me get my other phone for my son. He's bugging me for the phone. I got to get these
Okay.
kids to bed too. You go to the bed, you watch the phone there. You kids, okay, you guys need to go to bed. You can't go to bed. Your mama comes home. Okay?
Where are you guys at? Hit the like button. Last comment I see. Is there another comment after one star flag? Michael, that isn't the kind of expat you want in the Philippines. And one star flag, you're exactly right. Um, like the number one thing that expats should do before they come to the Philippines is change their attitude. Like if you've come to the Philippines without a positive attitude, you're not going to have a good experience. Um, because no matter where you go in the world, any country, you will find things to complain about. If that's your mentality, if you want to, if you go somewhere and you're constantly complaining, like you'll find things to complain about in the Philippines. You'll find things to complain about anywhere in the world, but you're not going to be happy. No matter where you land, the number one thing that you need to do is change your attitude, like get a positive attitude, because there are plenty of things in the Philippines to be super positive about. and
Yeah.
be happy about. So, number one rule coming to the Philippines is make sure that you're coming with the right attitude and the right mindset, and you will have an awesome experience.
Yeah. A lot of people come here and they got a lot of money in their pockets and they think the money is going to be safer. It's not. Money
No.
here, uh, it's only a little bit about your money. Okay. You can have a lot of money and you can get yourselves in a lot of trouble. And that Vitali guy who's in jail right now is a good example of what not to do. Don't come here and be a clown. Don't come
Yeah.
here and be an idiot. Come here
The-
humble. Come
yeah.
here
I
with a
mean,
humble mind. Learn the Philippines the right way. Go to the vacation resort places.
yeah. I mean, that's we got a comment. Uh, Hey, Michael. Michael said, I'm listening and learning. Fortunately, my dad is a Filipino and have a Filipino wife for 25 years. Trying to learn
Nice.
Tagalog now. I know should have done before. Also working on slowing down
Slowing
and
down and
patience.
being patient. Yeah, he's working on his patience because
Yeah,
patience here is very, very important. Be
absolutely.
humble. Be humble. Number one. Be patient. Number two. You know, the best thing you can do is accept what's told to you. Listen
Yep.
closely to what is being said because often it's not what you think. A Filipino doesn't always say the words the way we perceive them or think of them. Okay, they're saying it their way that they know how to say it in English,
Right.
which is they take the language, they twist it, and say it. And so you have to realize that they're not telling you to f up a tree. They might be telling the tree to fall on you. Okay,
Right.
so he's learning Tagalog so he can learn it. But my number one thing is come here with a humble mind, be patient with the people. Okay.
Well, I'm definitely a proponent of learning Tagalog. Um,
Yeah.
and the reason why is, there's so many different dialects, Hiligaynon, for
Yeah.
Alongo, and then
Oh, there's too
Visayan,
many. No.
but
Hi, HD. Nice
if,
to have you in here.
if someone doesn't, if they're anywhere in the Philippines and they're talking to someone that doesn't speak English, they will absolutely know Tagalog. Even if
Yeah.
that's not their main dialect,
I
like
will know it.
they're going to know either English or Tagalog, so you're covered.
I never learned Tagalog. I never learned Visayan, but I did learn a few words of each. Okay. And I will speak them. You'll hear me speak them. Sometimes, somebody will come up and they'll go, they want to buy ice. And then I'll say, pila, and they'll tell me how many they want, isa, dua, isa, dua. In the Tagalog, it's isa, it's is it Dalawa, Isa Dalawa Tetlo. It's a little bit of Messiah from Tagalog. So, I was in Manila, I was learning Tagalog. I learned
Uh,
all the numbers and I learned how to speak Tagalog. I could read, but not understand what I'm reading. I could read because I learned phonetically how to say the words. Excuse me, guys. Again, my son is, hi, HD. Give me a second. I don't know why
yeah,
my son is just bugging the hell out of me tonight. He wanted to go in the bedroom. I gave him my phone. Now he's bugging me to, I don't know what he wants. He wants me to go in there again. Micah
yeah,
and Ella.
no worries. I'm gonna catch up with comments while you're gone.
Okay, great. But
JJ Core said
you got to be.
it's 2 weeks billionaire. After 2 weeks, they're broke. Yeah, a lot of people come over here and they just
Right?
throw
It's
money
19. Let's
around,
go. Go ahead now, Mike.
and like they have no long-term plans. They're just like you said, 2 week billionaire, like do everything that they want. And HC said, behave as a polite guest wherever you go. so that you're welcomed back by the host, treat it as if you own it. Absolutely. Like, I definitely believe that, uh, you know, like I said, I wasn't invited here. It was my choice to come here. So, I behave as, a polite guest.
I'm not going to ask. To bed.
One Star Flag said, I focused on learning some Visayan once I knew I'd end up in the Visaya somewhere. And I get that. I get that, One Star, but, again, and, you never know where you're going to end up. And so,
Yeah.
like, my personal opinion is, like, between English and Tagalog, you're going to be able to communicate no matter where you are in the Philippines. So if you're like, if I, said you should learn like one language, it would be Filipino, which is basically just like in America, you've got standardized English. Filipino is standardized Tagalog. It's, what people know. HT said, hi, good evening.
Yeah.
HD said the primary language to learn in the Philippines is Tagalog. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, HD.
Yeah.
There is national language in the Philippines to unite the nation.
And
You
like
can
JJ
translate
said,
that.
use translation apps because, when you go, for example, you leave the Philippines, okay, go over to Thailand. I'll catch up on your comment just a second, HD. You go to Thailand, they got 6 words that mean exactly the same thing. And the pronunciation is with an ah, an iu, something
Yeah,
to change the same word, but it's spelled exactly the same. You
right.
don't understand anything. So the best thing to do is turn your translator on. Google Translator works perfect in Thailand. And boom, translates it right for you, exactly what they're saying. And then you understand what they're saying. Then you respond to them. Like was with the waitress in the Burger King. I love Burger King. I was talking to her. I would just go in the translator. I'd type out like 2 Whopper Juniors. I want this. I want this. I want this. In English, translate Thailand. Boom. Give it to her. She shake her head. Boom. Here come my order. Got what I wanted.
Yeah,
Translator.
absolutely.
If you don't understand Tagalog here, use a translator, voice translator, or the type translator, and it helps.
At KFC.
Yeah,
Huh?
At KFC.
Yep.
as long as you talk slow and clear, like they'll get the translation on their end, and then they can talk back, and you get the translation on your end in your
I don't know
earbud.
if I want to be handing people my earbud to put in their ear.
Well, like, you'd
It's a
have to
weebie
trust the
jeebies.
person. If you're planning on having a long conversation with someone.
Yeah,
But
HD is
HD,
saying that's what's missing here in the US, a national language that every citizen should know. It's there, it's in place. Everybody is required to learn it. But the problem is that they're not enforcing it. Let people come in that don't speak the language, and now they got to influx of millions of
no,
people
yeah,
in
no.
areas they're not
Michael,
enforcing it.
HD is talking about it in the U.S. Like
I
in the
know.
U.S.,
I'm
in the
talking about the
U.S. there, look, but Michael, in the U.S. there is no official language. They once they were going to make it German, like a
Oh,
long time ago, but
wow.
there is no official language for the U.S.
I always thought it was English,
No,
but nobody enforced it.
there is. That's why people speak Spanish. Like there is no official U.S. language.
Okay, I'm not going back, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm only
yeah, but
interested in English here and Tagalog.
that's what HD is saying. It's like they need to pick one and have everybody at least learn that.
Right. Right. Wow. I'm never going back to the US. I wanted
I'm
to
not
tell
either.
James something. You see this is the DJI battery pack?
Yep.
for the drone, the same one that James has.
Uh-huh.
It's a power bank.
Oh, okay.
Charge it,
Yeah.
right? You get your battery lights coming on. All my batteries are full charge right now. So what I did is I plugged in my phone here, and it's charging my phone right now. And then I
Yeah.
watched this. I have these lights, these lights, and these lights. And I know it's full charge. So I'm thinking that if this one goes down to zero, that this one's going to light up and it's going to be a power bank for me. I wanted to share that to James because when he was running his mini Starlink, he had a
Uh-huh.
power supply right here.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
And he
I don't know
didn't-
what power supply James like. I'm on James's phone, streaming you on my phone. But
right.
let's go to the HG said same thing with the flag. It's a unifying thing to go under. It's been under attack by other communities to be removed. A banner to stand under when the country is under attack. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, there's definitely been a lot of disrespect to the flag in the U.S. And, we talked about it earlier with the whole kneeling situation in the NFL.
Yeah.
And like, you don't disrespect one group of people to like support another group of people. But one thing that I learned recently, I don't know if you know this, Michael, and I don't know if it's the only country. Is the Philippines the only country that'll fly their flag upside down? Did you know about this?
Yeah. I don't ever see another country flying their flag upside down. That's the thing.
Yeah. If the Philippines are at war,
Yeah, they
they'll
will flip
fly
it
the
over.
flag with the red side up. If they're at peace, they fly the flag with the blue side up.
Exactly.
I learned because I was doing research. Like I always go down a rabbit hole when I'm doing research for a video, but I was doing a video for National Heroes Day and, learning about Jose Rizal and all that.
Right.
And then I got into, in the Philippines, you probably know this, and foreigners should know, like if the national anthem plays, you need to stand up. Like
That's
the
right. Put
Philippines
your hand
won't
on
play
your heart.
that. They wouldn't play that kneeling stuff in the Philippines.
Nope.
You get fined and you can go to jail if you disrespect the flag.
And you're also supposed to sing the national anthem. Everybody is
Yeah,
supposed to sing it.
and
We don't know the
what
words.
you know
They
what
are
I,
step back.
yeah,
But
it's the same like procedures that are supposed to be followed for the U.S. flag.
right.
You know, they don't require foreigners to put their hand over their heart. Filipinos they do, but it's a good idea to do it as respectful anyway. But yeah, you stand, come to attention, put your hand over your heart, face the flag, or if there's no flag, face the source of the music,
Right. Or face
and
every way everybody else is facing.
just be respectful. And like
What they do.
the Philippine national anthem is not that long, so
Yeah. The thing is, they do the Philippine national anthem and then they do the marching song, right? And so I do both. I put my hand on my heart, I stand at attention, my left arm's at my side, my right hand is on my heart, and I pay attention to their flag. They do a prayer, they do the national anthem or the allegiance, and then they do the marching song, and I
right,
march right along with them. And that's a long song. So I do it right along with them at the school. I go with my kids, anywhere I am. If it's flag time, 8 o'clock in the morning, when they do the raising of the flag, if you're in a school district, you stop your vehicle and you wait until the flag is fully raised and you get the signal, you can go
yeah,
here.
yeah,
And that everybody here should be not just driving along in your own merry way while they're respecting their flag. You need to
right,
stop and pay attention, and just like they do. So I
yeah.
do that every single time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would definitely do that as well. Like, you know, and like my point was, you hardly ever hear about like stuff like that for, expats coming to the Philippines.
Right.
Everything is like budget or dating, but like there's other things involved that, people coming over here should know. Like,
That's why we're here, Ray. That's why James and I have been teaming up a lot because we're we're trying to help people to understand the real Philippine, not the
right,
bar life, not the chasing the girls, not the everyday crap you see on YouTube. This is not the purpose of our channel. Our purpose of our channel is to educate people on many aspects of the Philippines so you really can understand that this country is a wonderful country and it's
yeah,
a pleasure to
absolutely.
be here. It's so delightful to be here. Culture and the beauty of the people and the love and the warmth of the people. And if you come here and sit in the bar and go pick up the bar girl back to your hotel, that's not experiencing the Philippines. You come here from 2 weeks, you land in Manila, and the first place you hit is Burgos Street. You're at the City Garden Hotel, you're running to the girly bars every night for 2 weeks, and going back home with a different girl, you think that's the life. It's not the life. By the time you go home, you're freaking wore out, and you got no life when you go home. And JJ pointed out earlier, you come here as a billionaire and you leave broke.
Right.
You take all your money, you throw it to the girlies, and you didn't have a good time. Yeah, you got laid. So what? You get laid anywhere in the world. You go down to the bar and pay 2,000 pesos and get laid anywhere. In the Philippines, time in the Philippines? Is that learning the culture? Is that understanding the country? That's what our show is about. Our channel for you guys is to help you to better understand everything Philippines. And don't come here on your airplane and land in Manila all drunk, first class flying with a freaking attitude and walk up to immigration and tell them, I want a 6-month visa. They're going to put you back on a plane. They're going to kick you right out of the country. Okay. They don't want attitude from anymore.
No.
And they're not going to deal with that attitude anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
They don't have to.
I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Like, nobody from the Philippines can
That's right.
choice. And when you choose to do something, then it's your responsibility to learn how to do whatever that is the right way.
Yep. The doors. Yep. If you don't do it the right way, you're wrong. Let's talk about working in the Philippines, guys, because a lot of you are seeing me work in the Philippines. Okay. Even remote jobs is coming up by the government of the Philippines. You who want to be on YouTube, to start up channels, to earn money, they're really starting to watch. Okay. You come here under a tourist visa. The number one rule is you're not allowed to work. You're here as a tourist. You're not here to work. So don't do it. Okay. Everybody wants a YouTube channel going. To say you come from the US, you had a YouTube channel going, visit the Philippines, you want to blog about the Philippines. Okay. You might at some point see the new law change. Okay. Be ready for it because
Yeah. See,
to them, they don't.
whenever I get to the point that I'm monetized, like I've already researched it. And my response to those people is it is no different than if you were living in a state in the US, you're going to pay federal tax, but you are enjoying the benefits of living in that state and you pay that state tax.
Yep.
The Philippines probably not as even, it's going to be even expensive as a state tax in the US. So I view that Philippines tax as, I'm paying my federal tax to the U.S. and then I'm paying my quote state tax to the Philippines because
Right.
I am enjoying the benefit of living in the Philippines while I'm doing my vlog or,
Right.
content. There's nothing wrong with that. People complain about having to pay tax to the Philippines. Don't complain about that. You're enjoying the benefits of living in the Philippines at a
Yeah.
lower, cost of
Cost
living.
of
Pay your
everything.
tax. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing about working, guys, is you got to remember, you're here on a tourist visa, you are considered a tourist. If you get caught accepting money from working and you get reported, you are guilty until you are proven innocent. You are not innocent until proven guilty. Okay. This is not the United States of America. You will go straight to jail. And I've got American friends that will attest to that, who have spent the time in jail already in Taguig. Luckily, this one guy, after he paid 1.5 million, was allowed to remain in the country and the case was dropped. Okay. You look at where I'm going with this. That's 30,000. And you have 30,000 US dollars to keep you from getting deported and blacklisted from never coming back? Probably not. Don't do it. If you're here as a tourist, then don't work, guys. If you want to work, get married, get a resident visa, come here, get an SRRV. Go to PRA if you plan to stay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an SRV.
Yeah, apply for SRRV. Number of benefits to SRRV over a 13A visa, which is what I have. Is what James has. Okay.
Let's get you on my comments.
Okay.
HD said people are focused on satisfying the lower portion of the brain. That's the more ancient part that doesn't use logic, but some want to live hedonistically. Yeah, I mean,
Sick.
like,
Sickos.
yeah, I mean, people that want to live, based on base instincts and like,
This thing. Come here, respect the
like
people
that's
here.
not living life. That's just going through your carnal urges.
That's it.
It doesn't bring any lasting value to your life.
Scott and Isa say hi, Michael and Ray. Hello, Scott and Isa. Welcome to our channel. Glad you could come in. Please
Yeah,
give us
that
a
would
like, guys.
that would be Scott.
Yeah.
Scott and Isa world is going to be Scott. Like
Yeah.
Isa's channel starts with Isa, and Scott, when are you? Michael said,
Wedding's about,
are-
Ray.
Michael Apostle said,
Looking up the
are the
bridesmaids.
taxes
You know that.
are the
Are the
taxes
taxes only on
what
what you earn, as Michael says?
Yes.
Yes. I thought SS wasn't tax. It's not about SS. It's about you working in the
No.
Philippines.
Yeah, no,
You're
yeah,
earning.
Social Security isn't income. But
No.
if you have like me, I'm going to use me as an example.
Okay.
If I get monetized, like it's not going to be a lot, and it'll be a while before I really make any money.
Me
But
too.
the moment that I get monetized, like I'll have to look it up again because I'm not monetized yet, but I will file and with whatever agents I forget the name of it, but I'll file with them and then, I will report my income and pay the tax that's required for whatever income I make. No
Right.
different, like I said, no different in the States. You pay your federal tax and then on your income, your state tax is going to be another amount. the Philippines is, like I said, the same as state tax. You're going to file the same income federally with the U.S. and with locally with the Philippines. That's your
Right.
local
JJ, it's
tax for
12%.
living in the Philippines.
Yeah, business tax here is 12%, but it
Okay.
also, I think it kind of depends on how much you're really making with your business. They, depending on how much you make, it's in a different tax bracket. Okay, just like in the US, they have different tax brackets, and you can go, you can do monthly, you can do semi-annually, and you can do annually, where you pay your taxes at different times, and that bracket is going to be different for how much you have to pay as well. And when I formed
Yeah.
my corporation, I think we were doing semi-annual taxes in the corporation, and then our financial reports annually. And then when we started the sole proprietor company now, we're doing taxes as we do business, and we're paying taxes like every month or on every transaction that we do. And I could be in a different tax, there could be a different tax bracket I could use, but I just chose this one, and my bookkeeper's telling me, "Oh, you're paying more than you should have to pay. You know, we can do it this way." And I said, "Well, I want to pay my taxes. I want to pay. It's legal. I don't want to try to beat the system in any way. Just let us do it the right way and be done with it. It's okay." So
All right. Yeah.
HD says income is taxed even when living abroad. So when you move, you have associated properties, local banks, bank vehicle registration, voting registration, etc. Make sure you document or else. Okay. And then Michael says, thanks, but Uncle Sam will give us part. They always do.
I mean, yeah.
You can claim back from your taxes there. Let me tell you guys, since I moved here, it was on my pension, right? Which is only $990 a month, which is below poverty. Okay. When you're below poverty level, you're not required to file with the IRS. You're absolutely not required. You don't have to. Okay. I've never been out of the poverty level since I lived here because the business we have established is in my wife's name. That all goes into Philippine taxes. Taxes, she gets a financial report, everything is in her name. And that is why if my channel gets monetized, which we're probably not too far away, we're like 298 subscribers already. We'll probably get 309. But if it gets monetized, I will monetize it in my wife's name. Now, all you expats are saying, and why would you give your money away? Blah, blah, blah. Look, guys, it's very simple. I'm married. I have 3 children. I am a responsible adult. And my wife doesn't take advantage of me, okay? We are in love. 13 years married, still in love.
Michael,
That's life.
Michael, have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, I have.
All right,
That's
it's the whole on the roof thing. Do you trust your wife?
exactly.
If you trust your
You
wife,
know,
you can keep it all. Like
exactly. And you know, so many expats come here. Oh, you can't buy land. You give your wife land, she's going to give you. You can't do
like
this. You can't do that. You can't do this. You're a
I know that
foreigner.
whole negative attitude. Like if you are thinking about the woman that you're planning on marrying uh in that mindset, then you probably should get married. That's not the woman for you if you're thinking along the lines of she's gonna hamstring you and take your shit. Like if
Yeah.
that's your mindset, don't get married. Like,
Yeah.
but if you love the woman that you're marrying, like it's not gonna work if you're like viewing her as like a potential parasite in your life. Like, what
Right.
kind of relationship do you have?
Exactly. Well, HD is saying in case of an audit, the states will scrutinize factors like the time you spend in the US and your state, credit card, bank locations of your family, and professional ties. Okay. Well, they can audit me all they want. I haven't been to the US since 2011 or 2012. I was there for a month, 2012. Haven't been back since. I don't file taxes IRS. If they want to audit me, audit me. My income went from $990 a month. I'm now receiving almost $1,700 a month. I'm poverty level. I'm supporting a wife with a family of 3 children. And you know what? I want an audit me, buddy. It won't matter to me one bit. I live in the Philippines. I'm not going back to the US. What are you going to and take me back there to pay $500
I'm
to you
gonna
for taxes I might have missed? Joke.
I'm gonna skip ahead to HD and then we'll go backwards. But
Okay.
because HD got the Shawshank
Yeah.
reference and said, get
It's
busy
fact. It
living or
says so.
get busy dying.
Yeah.
Nice one, HD.
Yeah, he says get busy living or get busy dying. And then
Yeah.
most of the people coming here, they're dying because they don't know how to live.
Yeah.
They don't know the
And-
Philippines.
And before
When they're with.
HD said, in case of an audit, states will scrutinize factors like the time you spend in the States, credit card and bank records, and the location of your family and professional ties. JJ says, I will teach you something when we talk later, Michael, but is only applicable on people who has businesses over a certain income bracket. Okay.
Well, hopefully we're going to have that pretty soon. We got a new business idea coming. I'm not going to share it with you guys right now. I've been working on it for about 4 years. Philippine business, partners. It's going to be big. If it takes off, it'll be big. Okay, and it's
Yeah.
going to include a number of countries: Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, India, the Philippines, U.S., Australia. So it's going to be a very, very, very big business coming up. But at 65 years old, that's why I'm going to talk to JJ.
Okay,
I'm retired. Semi-retired.
Mike Apostle said, what about health insurance? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Michael. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. I did a whole video on healthcare and health insurance in the Philippines, and it'll pretty much answer whatever questions you have. JJ Core says, Michael and Ray, the men who lost everything will not agree. I say, if you want to buy houses and stuff, you
Right.
must be prepared. Basically, be prepared to leave it behind. It's a gift.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, JJ.
It's the wrong woman. That's going to
my
happen.
like my rebuttal to that, it's like, some men are stupid. Like we're men, like we do stupid shit sometimes. That's part of being a man. But if once you're like me, like if I ever get married again, fourth time, if I ever get married again, then, there's going to be, a 3 to 5 year period of, completely gaining trust before I would build that wife a house. So I understand what you're saying, and there's nothing wrong with being, cautious and prudent, but it's also wrong to just, completely mistrust the woman that you say that you love, and like if you get to the point that you trust a woman enough to get married to her, then you've got to at least start letting go of that, maybe she's going to scam me mentality, if that makes sense.
My wife today proved to me for January of 2012 that she was a good woman. Okay. And she proved to me from November 18th to January 10th. I married her January 10th, guys. Now think about that short window. Okay. She proved to me she was willing to take me to make sure that I survived, to make sure that I wasn't taken advantage of by anybody or left on the streets. She fell in love with me just as I fell in love with her. Okay. And she showed me her love. And I married her January 10th, civilly wedding in the mayor married us January 10th of 2013, sorry. I met her November 18th, 2012. We got married January 10th. You're all, I see that. You know what? She was properly vetted. When she showed me that she would take me and all of my crap and move me to her family's house and support me and guide me along. She was there for me. She, at that point, was the perfect woman for me. Now, not everybody runs into this situation, okay? It doesn't happen to everybody.
Right.
Guys that come here,
I say this all the time, and normally I'm talking about like other channels that are subscribed to my channel, but like it applies to romantic relationships, friendships. The bottom line is you support the people that support you. If someone is showing you support, and then if you're not showing support back, if you're not showing that trust and support that's given to you,
you're not
that's
going to win.
wrong.
That's
I
wrong.
don't care,
That's right.
but
HD says the people who can afford divorce are the ultra rich and the very poor. It's the quickest way to lose half your stuff. This is for people in the US. Philippines doesn't have divorce. We don't HD yet. It's already completed the third reading in the House of Representatives. It's on to the Senate now. Final changes, review, and then voting. If it's voted in, it will have divorce in the Philippines.
what I mean, you do now. Like
Sort
if you filed for divorce in the U.S. as a U.S. citizen, the Philippines would recognize the divorce in the Philippines.
Exactly. Whatever country you're from, you're
Right.
allowed to go to your country and divorce your wife. You have divorce papers in hand and you serve them to her or have them served to her. Your divorce is legal.
Right.
It's totally legal, guys. You don't have to
Yeah.
have divorce in the Philippines to get divorced. That's
Right.
big misunderstanding here with guys. The women will say, "Oh, you can't divorce me if you marry me." Wrong answer, lady. If I'm not happy with you, I'm going to right over to Guam and I'm going to file divorce. That's a U.S.
Exactly.
territory. And I'm going to be divorced from you and I'm going to give you divorce papers. I'm never going to see you again. Okay. That's the end of it. So, yes, you can get divorced, guys. Divorce, say hello to the Philippines, then that country is going to turn into crap. Morals will go out the window. HD, once divorce says hello, say hello to the Philippines, then that country is going to, the morals will go out the window. Well, HD before had said feminists want to change this in the Philippines. I think I understand what JD's saying, but the divorce needs to be in place because there are a lot of issues right now with women married. Guy's not there anymore.
Oh my bad.
And she's wanting to move on with her life and she's not able to, So that is always a problem. Hi, James. James, I wanted to show you something. I got my phone here in front of me, right?
No,
I'm using for a power bank, James.
I'm at 9%, so you might want to look right now. Okay.
Yeah, your drone battery. You using that for a power bank?
Exactly.
Yep. I've been doing that for years. Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew that. I thought I had to share that with you.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh, I knew
back
it.
out.
That was my first power bank before I ever had a power bank.
Nice. Well, that's a good one. But let me ask you something. I got 3 bars, right? That's the first battery. What happens when the 3 bars are gone?
Goes to the next one.
And then 4 bars again. The next one, 4 bars again. Until it's all gone. Wow. And my phone is already charging up. This is awesome. I'm glad I learned it tonight.
Yep. And what was I going to tell you about that? Oh, if you leave it sit a week, it takes it down, takes them all, the charger, my charger at least, takes them all down to 3/4 from 100%. for long-term storage. So if you leave it for, I think it's 7 days, they all go down 3 bars instead of 4, and the charger does that. Or
I know
the battery-
mine dropped. That's why I wanted to get them on charge, and I got them all fully charged
You
tonight.
might as well just use it, yeah, because it's going to drop
And
anyway.
JJ says, never get married with the mentality that you're going to get divorced if it doesn't work. Marry for the right reasons. 100%, JJ.
Yeah,
100%.
me,
Marry.
that's my philosophy. And
Marry to marry. Don't marry for divorce. The guys are coming here and they're going, oh, yeah, I can't get divorced if I marry this girl. Why are you even thinking that way? Why would that even enter your mind? If you're in love with the woman, why would divorce be entering into your conversation? And especially in your conversation with others? You know, that's
you're setting up for failure if you're doing that.
exactly. Just don't discuss it, guys. If you want a woman to love you and you love the woman, treat her with respect and dignity, and you'll get the same thing treated back to you.
Absolutely. I agree with Michael. But I wanted to go back to a topic we were on earlier just for a second, because I wanted to make a point. You were talking about not working in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And that is true. But if you on a visitor's visa, if your income, like if you're here as a digital nomad, if your income is coming from the US, you still have to pay taxes in the Philippines, but it's legal to work. The only time it's not legal to work on a visitor's visa is if your income is Philippines based, if you're selling Philippines products like as part of your business, or you are receiving money from a Philippines company, you can't do that on a visitor visa. But you can make money living in the Philippines. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Like we're doing now on YouTube. People are doing on YouTube. Yeah,
Right.
but they're starting to scrutinize it now, guys. So be careful what you're doing, because if you're receiving Philippine money, subscribers, Philippines are subscribing and paying you money. Now you're receiving Philippine money. Okay? So be careful.
I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, but also my point is that if you take the initiative, like just take YouTube for an example. If you take the initiative and file the proper paperwork to pay the proper taxes to the Philippines government, they're not going to scrutinize you.
Exactly. They're not going to say nothing. HD says one of the factors for society to survive is to have something for men to fight for. Women have ruined that in the US because of a no fault divorce. Number one reason is irreconcilable differences. And
I agree with HD, and I go back to
Yeah.
the comedian Chris Rock said something that I thought was profound once. He said that if it wasn't for women, men would be living in caves and happy. The only reason men go out and build society, build houses, build wealth is for their woman, for their family formation. And once you take that away, men have no incentive to build society whatsoever.
Yeah,
And they've done
none.
that in America, in the West.
And JJ says the Philippines might change the monetization this later, that nomads that live in the Philippines might get taxed. They're looking at it right now. They're looking at the fact that people are coming here as digital nomads and earning money and not paying taxes into the Philippines. Okay, they're earning money from YouTube. The taxes is going to the US. Nothing is coming to the Philippines. And the guy is sitting here in the Philippines vlogging away. And so now they're starting to scrutinize it. Okay, that's why we brought it up. So you guys just be careful about your vlogging and pay attention to the laws, because they might change it and you might get caught up in it. Okay, so just be aware of that.
You heard me. Tell him, Michael, I was talking.
I got to spray.
Okay. But yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, to me, it's no different than state tax. Like, you're paying federal tax, but you're living in the Philippines. You're getting the benefit of living in the Philippines, no different than the benefit of living in a state. You pay state taxes. Well, we're not living in a state. We're living in the Philippines. So I look at it as state tax is basically Philippines tax. It's right. People should not complain about it.
Right.
Like it's the right thing to do.
Right. And nobody should complain. The taxes here are not astronomical, guys. They charge you a straight up, like it's like 12% tax, right? The maximum, I think, goes up to 28%. In the US, it's like 35%. So I wouldn't complain one bit. I wouldn't say a word about it. They come up and say, you know what? You got this channel. You earn this much money. You need to pay this much tax. Pay it. Give the BIR their money. Just pay it. Be done with it. You know, that's the way it should be. Don't argue with them because you're going to get kicked out of the country. Okay. That's what's going to
Right.
happen. So never
Yeah.
argue with the government here, guys. That's why
No.
guys coming here on the airplane, how many guys have gotten removed? How many are in the news that they fly in on the plane and the next outgoing plane, guess what? They're on leaving because they came here with a big head, you know. I'm so rich. I'm Mr. Bad Buddy here. You got to listen to me because I'm the money man. And I'm in the Philippines to spend my money. And the Philippines says, we don't need your money. Get the hell out of here. We don't want you in our country. And they kick them out. You know, and it's good. I laugh every time I see that. I go, man, another loser gone. Wow. Somebody else that doesn't come here to contaminate our air and create hate and dissent among the people here. We don't need that anymore, guys. So if you come here,
No,
come here
absolutely
like we
not.
said.
Like
Come here humble, come here with respect, with, you know, give everybody respect, be polite to everybody, and we'll all get along just fine. You know, that's
absolutely.
like everyone's
You know,
happy
people,
here, even in times of
there,
trouble, but people are smiling.
there is like, at least for me, I'm going to say like my personal view, like there's no class system for me in the Philippines. I don't care if I have more money than, you know, the guy selling Marienda, you know, on the street. Like
We're all the
we're
same.
equals. Like
Yeah.
we, you know, like he's a fellow human being that's doing whatever he needs to do to feed his family. I respect him. Like I'm going to treat him with respect because he deserves it. And like people that like, oh, I've got more money, like I'm better than anybody else. That's bullshit. Nobody is better than any other person on the planet.
You guys
No
want to
matter how
hear
much
that?
money.
You know where you can hear that at? Go to the bar in Dumaguete. Go to the bar in Angelo City. Any bar. Pick a bar. Go to any bar in Subic where you got a conglomeration of expats there. Hundreds of them. You want to hear those kind of attitudes? Go hang out with them. If that's what you
No,
like
I
to
don't
hear.
want. I definitely don't want to hear those kind of attitudes. Like, you know, like I said, I've said this many times. People heard me say it. Like, complaining is completely wasted activity because there are two times in life that you can complain. You can complain about things that you have no control over, and that is completely wasted effort because like sitting there bitching about something you can't do anything about is just wasted time. And the second is you complain about something that you do have control over. And if you're spending your time complaining about something that you could be spending that effort fixing whatever the problem is that's causing you to complain, that's wasted effort.
Yeah.
You know, pick your
HD
ass
says,
up and
back to what
fix the
HD was
problem.
talking about earlier. HD says, yes, the biggest innovators in entire human history are men. Inventors and scientists are professions dominated by men. It's all done by men for women. I don't 100% agree with that. I think behind every successful man is a good woman. And there are a lot of successful women who lead. Okay. They do lead. There are many, many women who are leading when men are sitting in the shadows. So it kind of is done by both, but the majority, as your statement is saying, the biggest innovators, meaning the majority of innovators in the entire human history are the men. That's correct. But nowadays, there are some very, very smart women. But also, the reason why women here in the West are saying they don't need no man is because men have modernized the world enough for the comfort of women to be able to work. And Michael says, just treat people the way you would like to be treated. Also, may I get the address for tax information? Michael, just
I will.
Google it, or yeah, Ray can provide you with that. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't pay taxes to the Philippines. My wife does. We have a bookkeeper for our business, and we're not monetized here on YouTube, so I don't know that answer yet. But I'm sure soon, as we get monetized, it's going to go on my wife's name, and we're going to pay our taxes as
Yeah.
named by the government, and I will get all that information. Okay, from Ray, I will get that too. Also, I need that because one day we're going to get monetized. How close are you, Ray? How many subscribers do you have, and how close are you to being monetized?
The last I looked, because like the base level monetization is 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours.
Right.
I am like at 705 subscribers
You got
and
that.
like 2,300 watch hours. So
Okay,
like
you're good.
I'll be at the base level before too much longer.
Long before me, the base level. I'm only at
Yeah.
298 subscribers when I came on tonight, and only 487 watch hours. So I'm very, very low. But I'm going to do these silly little stupid videos, shorts, and see
Yeah.
if I can drive up my view hours really quick.
No, not shorts.
No? Okay, how do I do it?
No, shorts. Just so you know, shorts do not count for watch hours.
Okay, I'm screwed then. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's
There's like a whole different criteria for shorts. You need like 3 million views or something like that for the base level. It's
Okay.
on views.
Right.
Watch hours, like any amount of watch hours on shorts do not count towards your watch hours
Okay.
for monetization.
So
you want to,
What about it wrong? But lives help,
you know,
right? We've had the same guys in here tonight.
see, lives are good, and I'm kind of addicted to lives, but lives, you get watch hours, while the live is going, then once you end the live, then those watch hours will go in, and then you can publish the live, and any watch hours you get after the live will also count.
Okay,
So
so what is the best thing? Videos, how long?
I would suggest somewhere between 8 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so
Because
short videos.
Yeah, because I mean, you could do longer videos, but I'm saying at least 8 minutes because, once you do get monetized, I know like we're going into probably a topic that we should be discussing like on Messenger, but like 8 minutes, you can put a mid video ad and it'll increase your revenue but shorter than 8 minutes, you can do a front ad and like I've watched tons of videos on.
But I don't have any ads, Ray. I have no ads on mine. You can't get
Not
that
yet.
till you're monetized.
But if you get monetized, yeah, but look, but see, here's the thing, Michael. After you get monetized, all your old videos, you can put ads, and then any watch time they get after that will count.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
so like if you make evergreen content that people are going to continue to watch, like after you get monetized, then you want to be set up for
Putting
for
those ads in
success.
there. Okay.
Right.
JJ says, I always say to my coworkers, don't come to me with a problem. Come to me with a solution of the problem. This teaches them to get the right mindset. And JJ, that's exactly how we would teach the guys in the military. Don't come here with a problem. I want you to think about the problem, come up with a possible solution or two or three. Let's address it. Let's talk about it. Let's work it out. And let's figure out how we're going to answer the solution to this problem so we can end this problem. We don't want problems. So don't just come with a problem, but also come with an idea and let's talk about how we can get rid of the problem. So that's the same mindset I have as well. Michael says, I'll drive up the watch hours, Michael. You were full of great information. Thank you very much, Michael. Much appreciated. I wanted to ask you, you're not a moderator yet. Can I make you a moderator on my channel as well? Are you okay with me
Yeah.
adding you as a moderator? Also, I'd like to ask Scott that as well, because both of you, I believe, make great moderators. You guys have been in the game for a long time. I'm totally new to this YouTube thing.
And Michael, what I do, and I don't know if Mike has one or not, but like after someone's been in my channel like more than once, like I make them a moderator, and the reason why is like I love trolls. Like as long as trolls are talking directly to me, the only time that I ask moderators to do something about somebody is if they're like attacking other people in the chat or whatever. But all that aside, the reason why I make people moderators is because if they're a moderator, it's easy for them to click on the other channels and subscribe and show support. It makes it really easy. Like as a moderator, like I can click on, HD's channel. Like I'll show you because I'm streaming you on this. But say I'm a moderator on the channel I'm watching, but I can just go to channel, go to HD's channel, say I'm already subscribed.
Yeah, right.
But if I wasn't, I could hit subscribe, hit the back button. I'm right back in the chat. And it's just easy for people to support each other.
Right.
And like, I'm a big believer in, support. I'm not in a competition with anybody. I always tell people, I was like, hey, subscribe to these other channels, go watch their videos. Like, hey, if you like them more than me, stay over there, watch. I want people to be happy. If you're getting the information you need in a better way than I can deliver it, awesome.
That's
I like
awesome. I want you to teach
So-
me all that, Ray. I don't know enough about my phone to bounce back and forth and do all that stuff. And I would love to learn all that when you come and visit. That would be awesome.
yeah,
HD
I'll
says,
show you. Like, go ahead.
HD says, I can agree. Some are able to innovate, and this is because their women allow them to focus on their work by handling the supporting roles like handling domicile issues. That's true. And they're able to move forward more quickly because they don't have to worry about all the little crap behind them. Their wife can take care of that. And that's awesome.
And that's what I was saying earlier about, men and women's equality. Like, no role is more important, because if one person isn't doing what they're supposed to do, then the other person's not able to do what they're supposed to do. Right. And the whole system breaks down.
Yeah. And JJ says, HD, that's what all men want. All men want that and need that. And it's true. That's what we want. That's what we need. That's why we work so hard to find that person who can be the supporting person for us in our lives. HD says the advancement in technology from industrial revolution to the present is because the population no longer has to worry about farming their own food. They're focused on specializations. And that is a problem you're seeing in the US. Okay. But over here in the Philippines, in order to survive in this world, in my opinion, you must learn how to make money, to farm, to deal with the government, to support your family. If there's something like the COVID pandemic and they lock you down, how do you support your family if you don't agree that you need to take the shot? And they say you can't go to the grocery store. How do you feed your family? Okay. In the Philippines, It's easy. In the US, in the cities, whether it be US or Philippine cities, that's not easy. If you get locked down and you cannot go buy food, you can't go to the bank, you can't get money, they are dictating to you what you can and cannot do. If you're not farming or able to produce your own food or make it so you can sustain in life, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You're done. Your life's over. They got you because sooner or later you're going to bow to them because you're starving. Now, where I live, guys, farming, fishing, everything I do is for the survival of my family. Okay. I'd love nothing better to have an underground bunker in case some idiot over in China is going a new car direction, you know? So, uh, learning to farm, that's gone in the US. Nobody does that anymore that I know of. The farmers that are doing are all corporate farmers. You don't see the small guy with 1 or 2 cows, 2 acres of land, you know, his own cow, has a few goats, raising rabbits, chickens. You don't really see that too much in the US anymore. I didn't do it in California, but then I came here to the Philippines. I got into chickens, I got into rabbits, I got into pigs, I got into goats. The only thing I don't do now is rabbit. I can't get the Filipinos around me to eat the damn things. Why raise them? Yeah, it's kind of silly only raising the food for myself. So I didn't see the sense in spending the money for the feeds to keep rabbits around. At one time, I had like 30 rabbits, and I couldn't get anybody to eat them. There's one guy up on the hill above me, the guy that we're going to get the horse from for James. I gave him the remaining 5 rabbits I had, one female left and 4 males. And I told Miko, I said, "You come get them all. They're all yours. Go feed your family. I don't want them anymore." Got rid of them all.
We're getting
And I
behind
got
on comments.
chickens, I got turkeys, I got pigs, I got 1.5 goats. You guys want to know how you get at 1.5 goats in the Philippines? Very simple. You have a female goat and you breed her, and the woman taking care of her gets half of the goats that are born. Now, normally goats have 2, but our dumb female goat, 1.
All right,
So I end up with a goat and a half.
we're getting
Let's go
behind
into
on
the comments.
comments.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
going there.
One Star Flag says, Michael, this is why I told you dump as much long form content you can before you get monetized of at least 8 minutes. And that's what I was telling you. And the other advice I have is, like, as soon as you finish a live stream, then you want to change it from private to public and put it in a playlist. Like I have all of my live streams in a playlist, and I do this for other people and they do it for me. Like when I go to sleep at night, like I'll start playing someone's playlist. It'll play all night long for watch hours.
Yeah.
And
somebody else told me that as well. So I do at night. I just click on my phone. I put it on charge. I click my phone on, put it on YouTube, and just click on James's live and just let it run.
Yeah,
and just runs down his playlist, and all night long I'm on that playlist. In the morning, my phone's still full charge, and I continue on with my day and all that watch hours I gave him.
Yeah, you're helping somebody, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's just like. Anyway, Michael said, I don't know what that is. I'm assuming he's talking about being a moderator.
Yeah, I didn't make him one, but he didn't know what it is. But maybe when Janet is on here, maybe Janet can help him to learn moderation, how to be a moderator. But then Scott says also make 1 or 2 people managing moderators. I think I have about 4 managing moderators right now.
Okay.
And
I
love that.
And see, I don't know if I've made anybody a manager, because see what I do is like I have a separate YouTube account. I have 2 YouTube accounts. One of them has no videos. It's just my support account. And that is the managing moderator on my account. So like if I'm doing a live stream, I'm watching it on my other account. So I'm getting watch hours from myself, but it also helps me to have like a separate device to be able to keep up with the chat, because like
James does that too.
if you're filming on your phone, sometimes you kind of get lost on where the chat is, but having a
Right.
separate device to scroll up and down helps. And then if I have any problems with any kind of moderator, like I can just click on them and,
Yeah.
fix that problem.
Well, the JJ says, interesting, Ray. He learned something new. I have a second phone. I'm using my son's phone right now for live chat. It says charges faster. And then my other phone, he asked me tonight to use it when he was going to bed. I know he's asleep right now,
Mhm.
but I don't need
Yeah.
it because I'm here
Yeah,
looking right at the chat.
Yeah, if you have like just make another Gmail account and
Right.
then like, with your phone with the number and the Gmail account, just open a
Right.
new YouTube account. You don't have to
Right.
make any videos on it and
Right.
just
I
use
have
it as
many Gmails
support.
now because business, I keep having to open a new Gmail because it fills up the Gmail. And then I got to keep shifting things over from photos, which likes to back up to my Gmail. So I got a lot of Gmail accounts right now, but they're mainly for business, but I can use them. HT says, find a woman that brings you peace. You need a safe haven to return to after facing the harsh world, competing against other men who are doing the same to support their family. And then JJ, that's very true. Come home to a peaceful environment, peaceful, loving environment. JJ says, HD, you keep on describing Michael's wife. Thank you, JJ. It's true. I have a very, very good woman, and I couldn't ask for better. I'll tell you, this is the best marriage I've ever been in. And this is going to be the longest marriage I've ever been in. My first wife lasted about 2 years, if that. That was only delayed because I was in the military. It took time to divorce her. My second marriage was 14 years, and she took a third of my military retirement. My third relationship was a 10-year marriage, and I'm already on this one. We got married 2013, so I'm already at 12. I'm moving strong. This one's going forever. This one's going till I croak. I don't want to marry nobody else anyway.
I'm gonna help blow through some of these. We're still behind. HD,
You don't
you
want
don't
more
want.
battle at home. Men want peace. He says that you need multiple streams of income and food production to survive. That's correct. JJ, it's a general statement. When Michael's wife fits the description, it means he found a good one. Thank you. 100% multiple streams of income. Scott agrees. JJ, HD, she does. Scott and Isa says small farms are all over Western Maryland and West Virginia. Awesome. Scott says rabbits taste great. I agree. I love them. Post shorts every day. I'm doing that as well. And then
Wait,
watch
let me
them. Oh, crazy.
let me stop you there.
Okay.
Here's what you do, Michael. You make a long form video and then
8 minutes.
cut a section of that to make as a short, and then link on that short the long form video so someone can click on the short to go to the long form video.
The whole long form. Wow.
Right. So don't make just a short by
Show me how
itself.
to do that. When you come here, let's sit
I
down. Show me how to
will. I
do
will.
it. I'm the most ignorant YouTube person you're ever going to meet, Ray. I know nothing, and you guys know it all. I'm just here sharing my experience, and everybody's happy with that. So I'm going to continue, and you guys, please teach me YouTube. I really appreciate it. I'll give back more than you give me, I promise. He says, men are simple. We want 4 things from a woman: respect, keep your balls drained, keep your stomach fed, and give you peace. That pretty much wraps it up. Is there anything I missed? Nope. You got it covered. Josh says, hi. Hi, Josh. How are you? Glad you could join us. I don't know if you watched my live feed from the birthday party. I had a couple of real beauties in there that are single. One was a teacher. The other was has already graduated flight attendant school, college, and has a baby that's about 8 months old.
JJ says between the two of you, you're better off giving divorce advice. LOL, Joe Lang.
Yeah, JJ, I agree. Anyways, guys, it's already 11 o'clock at night. I think
Yeah.
I'll give Ray a break, let him grab some sleep. Let's kill the live feed tonight. And okay, Josh, JM was beautiful. Yes, she is a beautiful lady. And she is single, guys. Even though she has an 8-month-old, her boyfriend left her for the maid that works for his folks. Okay,
I'm
because he lives at home and he started doing the maid, and then he dumped her for the maid, which is
Yeah,
a total idiot.
Michael,
Filipino, Filipino.
this started out with James. So like, I appreciate you letting me come on here and chop it up with you.
We love it.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I'm gonna give this to James so he can say goodbye.
Okay.
And-
James,
All
we
right,
appreciate
Michael,
it.
that was a really great stream. So
Thank
you guys
We
did
had fun.
awesome. I'm just listening to you guys talk. You covered a lot of stuff here. Very informative. Good YouTube,
We had
man.
fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, Jay.
All right,
Would
thank
like
you,
to hear
Michael.
more response from you, but we'll get into one tomorrow. I want to check out the shed house tomorrow. But as you guys know, tomorrow morning, I've got to take the boat over to the end of the island, Kalampang, where you came in. I've got to take our boat over and load it up with Kawayan to bring it back for the shed house so we can start putting up the Kawayan. I believe they're almost done with the cement, but I haven't been to look at it yet. And the next thing will be the roof going on and the Kawayan's going on, and it's going to be here before you are, James. It'll be waiting
Well,
on you.
Excellent.
You and Ray.
Michael, I'm a talker. I like to talk. I think you and Ray also are pretty good at talking, but deep down, I just want to get out there and do stuff, man. I want to get in motion
too.
here. I want to check the island out. I want to get on a horse, get on a motorcycle, get on the boat, and just keep it moving.
Oh, with as far as the moto vlog going around Aurora and all those places,
Yeah.
it's already been advised to me that we'll have a lot less issues if we just take the truck.
Why?
If we're in the truck passing through, nobody will bother us. Okay. There are a lot of NPA over there, and let's just kind of follow along with what they suggest to us. We don't want to get up in the mountains and get ourselves into trouble, James. So let's you can take the truck, take your drone. We'll fly up your drone. We'll get coverage. We'll stop. We'll talk to people.
Michael, people tell me that all the time, but when I talk to the police, they tell me that no, don't worry about the NPA. I've never been told by the police to worry
Never
about
been
them.
bothered by the MPA
Other
either.
people,
My
other
own
people tell
brothers are
me,
telling me.
the PNP tell me don't worry. Other people tell me to worry that don't seem to, because Capiz has got the same thing going on. They got a lot of NP and A and everything, and locals that live over there, expats, are all worried about it. And they
Right.
say the PNP are like, no, don't worry about
I
it.
think it was more of the taking the motorcycle, going, stopping, droning, stopping, going, that we would attract attention of the wrong people.
Well, we don't need to use
And,
the motorcycle. We can I mean, we don't need to use the drone. We can just pass through.
Okay, we can pass through with your camera going. And,
Yeah.
There are areas we'll stop and just send the drone up, that'd be nice. But if you want to do motorcycle, if that's what you prefer, we'll do it. It's okay. We'll try.
Yeah, I'm for the vlogging motorcycle because otherwise you got the window and everything else in the way. It just looks better video if you're on the motorcycle.
All right.
But
Reading through the last
we have
few
different risk
comments.
tolerance levels. I'm not afraid of much, man. I've been to the south side of Chicago, been to East St. Louis, been to Kansas City, been all those places. And I know, you and Ray know.
Nothing scares me
Also.
here either. You know that road to Aurora? I've driven that on the motorcycle probably 50 times.
Mhm.
I've driven it in my truck many times. I've driven that zigzag road many, many times, all the way through. We go to Candelaria Resort. We party there. Really beautiful resort. You're going to like that. We'll stop. I know the owner. I really need to talk to him anyway. I want to sell him my products. So, yeah, we'll do some good motor vlogging. We'll go through. The other thing I'd like to do, James, at some point is I want to do a go by ocean on the boat all the way around the island of Masbate, and every night pull into a different beach. Camp out, tents,
Sounds good.
fire, camp out, relax,
Yep.
go around the whole island. It'll take 10 days to get around the whole island by boat. And that's doing about 4 to 6 hours of boating a day, stopping, going into town and visiting and talking to people and just relaxing and having a great time.
Sounds
Camping.
good.
One
I'm
day
down
we
for
maybe
that.
we can try that. HD says, take care, everyone. Take proper precautions. Believe Michael, since he's lived there longer, definitely looking forward to a motor vlog and pack a spear gun. Josh says, we're looking. I just talked to Al today about the spearfishing. The water is still a little murky, but it's actually clearing up right now from the storm. We haven't had a
We'll
storm.
just do what we can, Michael. We'll just do the best we can with the spearfishing.
And I agree with everybody. Told me to get a better camera. I haven't even talked to Charm about it yet.
DJI Action 5.
Yeah, when I get some of that more free money come in, then I'll look at getting a better camera. I'm expecting some more free money soon. I've got some more orders coming in pretty soon. All of my free money. I'll tell you guys about free money one day. There is free money in the Philippines, believe it or not. It's just you got to know what you're doing to get it. Anyway, we'll go ahead and end the live feed. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, James. Thank you, Ray. You guys have been instrumental in trying to push my channel forward. And share an Amazon wish list, Michael. One of these days, Josh, I will. I just feel a little embarrassed to be asking anybody for anything. I want to make sure that I provide you guys with good content, though. That's the number one thing. So anyways, all right, we're out of here, guys. I'm about to hit the X and we're going to stop the live feed. Thank you very much. Tomorrow morning, we'll go get Kauaian. We'll show you the shed house. We'll do a boat video and then we'll post all that up. And then I've got to go clean another aircon tomorrow and then come home and take care of the kids and do my thing here. So we'll catch you guys on the rebound. Everybody.
All right. Excellent, Michael.
Love you all. God bless.
All right. God bless everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.